ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. It has been a very, very, very long off season, but we are finally back 9 months to the day that when the Sulphur Springs Wildcats' historic season ended last year. We are starting right back in the exact same spot, exactly 9 months later. The Sulphur Springs Wildcats looking to have another historic season and open it with a huge win the same way they did last year. If y'all have been hanging out with us for the last few years, thank you so much and welcome back. If this is your first time joining us, though, I'm Tyler Lennon. I'm joined, of course, by my favorite person to spend Friday nights with, Wildcat legend, national champion, award-winning holder, and like I said, my favorite person to spend Friday nights with, Ryan Humphreys. Ryan, what's going on, buddy?
Tyler, an absolute pleasure. Sports truly has a way of just always working out. And the last time that we did this for real, it was in this stadium. A little different circumstances, but same goal, same things in mind, same team basically. And I'm really excited to be here again today.
Yep, Ryan. As always, we've got a ton of really fun stuff to get in here tonight before the game started. But as always, I want to make sure everyone knows that the pregame shows this year will be brought to you by the good people over at Discount Wheel and Tire of Sulphur Springs. They offer a full line of Michelin tires. When you're looking for the right tire, the choice is easy. Michelin packs more science into their tires to bring together safety, durability, fuel efficiency, and performance without trade-offs. Match the right service with the right tire today. Discount Wheel and Tire, proudly serving our Wildcats for over 30 years. Ryan, like we mentioned, it was a historic season last year, the deepest playoff run in, I believe, 15 years. And, of course, we spent the entire offseason just itching, waiting to get back to it. If you've joined us during the scrimmages, we've obviously talked about a lot of this stuff, but I think we both agree this should be the best season we've seen the Wildcats have probably since 2008, I would think.
Yeah, and I was actually going to make a point kind of on the same note. I was going to make a point on the same note that as far as expectations go, I would argue that this is the highest expectations coming into a week one that we've ever had. I mean, even with what you have coming back, that 2008 team had it was a very strong senior class.
It was.
So, 2009 was still a phenomenal run, but I'm simply talking preseason expectations. I would argue that this has got the highest it's been in 20, 30, 40 years.
Yeah, and I would even kind of double down and say, I was young during that year, but I went to almost every single game that season. I don't remember what they were ranked preseason-wise, but I would argue that the expectations anyway are even higher this season than it was going into that 2008 year.
Yeah,
they were really good in 07, but
no question.
Real quick, I want to talk about a little bit of the things we saw from the two scrimmages. We'll start on the offensive side of the ball. Of course, for as many returners as you have, almost the entire defense, but there were some changes offensively. You lost almost all of your pass catchers, and even though Deuce Timmons was a big part of this offense last year, obviously he moved from running back to quarterback. So, we were kind of hoping to see some new things. I feel really good about what we saw in the scrimmages.
Yeah, me too. And I think the offense showed enough. That there's certainly some not concerns. Concerns is the wrong word. Just questions. Who's going to be the top pass catcher? How much are we going to throw? Is it going to be? I know that the success running the ball is going to be just so enticing for Coach Faircloth.
Oh, yeah,
I legitimately, and I think tonight's going to be a perfect example. If I had to predict, and I won't go too much into predictions because we'll get into that, it wouldn't surprise me if we had 350, 400 yards rushing tonight and 100 yards passing. And it's not because we can't throw or we don't want to throw. It's just I think the run attack this year with the Great Wall of Wildcat, with the 2, 3, 4 options you have in the backfield, I just think running the ball, it's going to be deadly.
I think so, too. And, again, if you have been joining us throughout the scrimmages, you've heard us talk about this multiple times. But like you're saying, I think it is going to be 60-40, maybe even 70-30, like you said, running-wise. But I go back to that play in the Lindell scrimmage, Quinn Harris, a 65-yard touchdown. I think you're going to see so many of those available to you because of how well they run the ball.
We talked about this in the second scrimmage. Those big X plays passing are going to happen because teams are going to feel the need. I've got to put 8 guys in the box. I don't have an answer for Jackson Hare, Dobson Martin, Keyshawn John, the quarterback taking off and run. I don't have an answer for it. And so you're going to see those X plays, Virgil, Quinn Harris, whoever it may be, Jamorian.
Yeah.
And so that's going to happen. But I do expect a heavy dosage of the run game tonight.
Real quick, and we'll start moving on to what we're looking for tonight. But I do want to ask defensively what we saw in the scrimmages. I think we both agree this has the chance to be maybe the best Sulphur Springs Wildcat defense ever. I think it's one of the very best in the state. And I think you have to feel completely satisfied with what you saw in the scrimmages.
You and I have talked about it. I mean, the points that we gave up in the scrimmages were, you had some circus catches, you had you had a touchdown against the 2s and the 3s. I mean, I calculate that we only gave up 7 points with our starters. That was an actual well-sustained, put-together drive by an offense. And so I think this defense, gosh, I mean, these are big statements that I'm making, but I legitimately think every single game this year, if the offense can score 20 points, I think we're going to win 99% of those ball games.
It's funny you mentioned that because I do have the stat for you. You keep saying we need to score 21 or more points.
Yep.
In the Coach Faircloth era, the Sulphur Springs Wildcats, last year alone, they scored 21 points or more 11 times, and they went 10-1 in those games. But if you take it further, in the entire Faircloth era, they've had 31 games in which they scored 21 or more. Of the 31, would you like to guess how many of those were wins?
Oh, gosh. I'll go – I mean, it's obviously a high number. I'll go 28.
Close. They are 25-6,
okay,
which is a win percentage of .806. And then if you take it a step further, that year one, that's Coach Faircloth's first year, they were 7-3. So since then, they're 18-3.
Wow.
Which is an 85.7% win percentage. And I agree. I think if you score – that's a wild statement, but just 21 or more points, you're going to win that number 85% of your games. I agree.
Yeah,
I think higher.
And I'm very confident in saying that. Not to look ahead here because the task at hand is MESQUITE POTEET, but I'm very confident in saying that about 100. For sure, 8 teams, 100%.
Yeah.
I think Salina and Frisco Panther Creek, maybe that number raises a little bit, but not much.
I agree.
I think this defense is truly going to be special.
I agree. Ryan, enough talking about the pass and everything. Let's go ahead and start every pregame show. We talk about our players to watch on both the offensive and the defensive side of the ball. As always, I'll let you do the honors. I'll let you start. Ryan, who is your offensive player to watch for the Wildcats tonight?
If you've followed us during the scrimmages, this is probably a boring pick because he was the offensive highlight, I would argue, in those first 2 scrimmages.
For sure, for the first one.
But I'll go Quinn Harris.
Yeah.
And I know you're the president of the Quinn Harris fan club, but he's a very dynamic tight end. He's kind of that stretch 4. That's been the comparison, a stretch 4 in basketball, where he's center size, post size, but
he's
he
oversized
moves
for a power forward. But
he moves like a receiver. I mean, it's a Kyle Pitts, Jatavian Sanders type vibe. He blocks well enough. He's too fast for a linebacker to cover. He's too big for a corner to cover, and he's just truly a nightmare for opposing defenses. And I think we're going to see. Gosh, if he's the leading pass catcher tonight, it would not surprise me whatsoever.
If he's the leading pass catcher,
for the
whether
season,
it's receptions, yards, touchdowns, whatever it may be for the season, I not only agree or would believe that, but I think you would have success doing that. And I 1,000% agree. Going to be a much bigger role. Last year he had 6 catches for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. Coach Faircloth has told us it's going to be a bigger role. We saw it every day in camp. We've seen it in the scrimmages. I agree, and I think we'll see a big start tonight.
And I think in the scrimmages we saw how much of a sure thing were just the 5-yard outs and just coming out of that H-back position just for a quick completion. It's kind of an extension of the run game. You hear me talk about that a lot in screens. Well, that H-back out of the backfield, if that can get to where that's just a seamless process, man, you really can put some good drives together.
Think about for pretty much his entire career how sure of a thing a Jason Witten was. When you needed, if it was third down and you needed 6 yards, he was going to get it. I think Quinn Harris is that.
And especially on a team where we've already seen in the last 3 years of the Faircloth era, we go for it on fourth a lot.
Oh, yeah,
and so on first down, on second down, if those are 5 or 6 yard completions, man, with this offensive line, you're going to convert a lot of fourth downs if you need to.
I agree. I'm going to go in a pretty similar light. If you watch the scrimmages, this is probably a boring pick, but I'm going to go with what's kind of RB2 for the Wildcats this year, Dobbs and Martin. If you didn't see the scrimmages, that's going to be a new name for you. He's a junior. This is his first year on varsity, but he was incredible in those scrimmages. He actually led the team, was the only player to have scored 3 times in the 2 scrimmages. I think if we would have had a Way Bible Church player of the game in game 1, it may have been him. it was him or Quinn.
Yeah.
We don't have the total yardage on scrimmages, but I know on rushing touchdowns alone, he had 70 yards in the first scrimmage. And especially tonight, hopefully this is a game where you're not having to play your starters the entire way through. I think it's a great opportunity to see a lot of Dobbs and Martin.
Well, as far as players coming into the season that you and I weren't necessarily looking out for. I mean, guys that didn't do anything last year that are going to make an immediate impact. I would say that Dobson Martin at this time is number one on that list.
I agree.
Because throughout the scrimmages, I mean, the confidence that he gave me when he had the ball in his hands, I mean, I feel fully confident that you can stick Jackson Hare at receiver for the entirety of a game if you needed to, and let Dobson Martin handle the rushing duties.
Yes, I 1,000% agree with that. Ryan, I'll let you do the honors on the defensive side as well. Who is your first player to watch defensively?
Boring pick, certainly the anchor of the defense, but I'm going to go Cowboy Truth Holmes, best name on the team. But he's the pace setter. I mean, he's the pace setter, the trend setter, whatever you want to call it. If Truth is going and Truth is at his best, this Wildcat defense is going to be deadly. And I think it starts up front with the big man.
Yeah, 100%. We talked about this in the scrimmages as well, but they kind of moved to a 3-4 defense, and that really, I think, puts a lot of responsibility and pressure on him. But if anyone's suited to handle that, I think it is Truth Holmes.
But in a 3-4 defense, if Truth is able to take on, I mean, he might get doubled the entire night. Well, think about what that's going to do to a Trey Pennell or all of our backers, or just or Riley Hughes or Strickland or whoever it may be. If Truth is able to take that on, it might not show in the box score, but from a true football, kind of like an Aaron Donald. I mean, there were years where Aaron Donald statistically didn't have just this unbelievably sexy year. But if you watched the game and you were a ball knower, you knew that Aaron Donald and Truth Holmes can really take over a game.
And as we know, Ryan Humphrey's an elite ball knower. So
that's what the streets are saying.
I do want to point out he did not have a sack last year against Mesquite Poteet, but he did lead the team in QB hurries. I think that's going to be the case again here tonight.
So you're telling me that the over-under tonight on Truth Holmes sacks is a half?
Yes, and
I'll take the over.
Way over.
I'll take the over.
I agree.
I'll take the over.
For me, defensively, it's funny we're going in the exact same kind of route, but offensively we pick kind of up emerging guys or guys in bigger roles. Defensively, we're going with kind of our anchors. I'm going to go with the birthday boy himself. One of my favorite people on earth, Alex the intern. I think he had a huge showing against Mesquite Poteet last year.
He had the Chad's Media Panel Play of the Year.
He did.
With the Jadeveon Clowney sack.
Corey tried to keep it out of there.
Right.
Or no, that was the Jackson Hare play he tried to keep out. But, I think last year player of the game, I think this is a great opportunity for him to do it as well. The other player I will mention, though, and I believe I picked him last week in the Kaufman scrimmage, but as we know, Alex McCormick going to miss a couple games, which I think it's only going to be a couple, which is great news. But this is an opportunity for Zay Gobalt to get even more snaps, and I think against this team, from what we've seen and what we've heard, it's going to be a lot of scrambling with their quarterback. I think trying to get a lot going with the ground game. And as we know, Zay Gobalt is great at tackles for loss, at sacks. And again, just an opportunity for him as a senior to kind of just ball out on another level.
I'm just you said something about trying to get something going. I'm just worried that there's not going to be a lot of sustained drives for Poteet tonight to really try to get something going. I mean, I think early, if I had to make a really quick prediction, I think they go 3 and out.
Ooh.
I mean, maybe the 2 or 3 first drives
I agree.
to start the game. That's how confident I am in this defense. That's what I saw in the scrimmages. And it's not like we scrimmaged nobody.
Oh, yeah, you played a ranked team in Lindo.
Yes, and a Crandall team with a very high-level Division I receiver.
And I believe they're 5'8", right?
Yeah, so yeah. I just think that and of course, we don't know. I mean, when the lights turn on, when it's the real deal, it's week 1 of Texas high school football. Who knows? But I'm very confident that this defense is going to be special.
I agree. By the way, one final note on Zay Godbolt. Even in a more kind of limited role last year, he finished tied for second on the team in tackles for loss. So I think if he gets more snaps, more reps, we'll see him.
I feel like the end of the season was a lot of those, too.
Him and TJ Bolden both were going off. Ryan, it is almost time for everyone's favorite segment of the pregame show. But real quick, I want to make sure we get to hear from our friends at Discount Wheel and Tire and a few others, and we'll be back for Hump's Keys to Victory right after that.
Car problems always show up at the worst time.
What am I going to do?
Oh, looks like we caught it just on time. We'll have you fixed up and on the road in no time.
All set. Have fun on the trip.
Thank you. You too.
Me too.
Hello world, hear the song that we're singing. Come on, get happy.
Reliable tires, reliable service, wherever life takes you.
Everybody, we got customers. Clayton Home, we got customers. Hi, welcome to Clayton Home.
Oh, hi.
What are y'all looking for today?
We're in the market for a house.
Okay, fine. We'll see who can really sell this house.
Hello? Hey, even the roof's really durable.
Okay. We'll take it.
You will? Awesome.
Thank you.
I swear when I serve, now why me surfing swag? I'm on hypnotic, polo on my body, got a bad girl beside me, and I'm praying right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm feeling like this deserving.
Hi. Is my prescription ready?
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm so sorry. What was your name?
From Friday Night Lights to everyday life, Cody Drug is here for you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much for hanging out with us during the Discount Wheel and Tire pregame show. I teased it right before the break, but it is time for the first time this year for everyone's favorite part of the pregame show, my favorite part of the pregame show. It's Hump's Keys to Victory. Ryan, it's our first one in a really long time. I'm sure you got something special for us. What you got this week, buddy?
I do, Tyler, and this week I wanted to do something special, very, very tip of the cap to a man that means a lot to me, and excuse me if I get emotional. But it's Coach Young's Keys to Victory this week, and it's pretty cool that – and I didn't even really think about this.
Yeah.
This was a stadium that he coached his last game in. He
Yeah.
passed away earlier this year. My football mentor taught me the game. Everything that I see, that I look for, what you guys hear me talk about, I learned that as a 7th grader with Matt Young. And not only was he a coach, but family to me. I mean, I loved Coach. I love Coach now.
And for producer
Jamie,
Corey.
I know I'm getting emotional,
Little family.
but yeah, these are 3 things that he talked about. He taught me. Number 1, the night before. And at first, when he would kind of say that, I thought it was a silly saying. What does that matter? What does that mean? But Wednesday night, so the night before, a game day Friday, the hay is in the barn. The work is done. The tough practice of the week, it's behind us. Now it's time to visualize success on Friday, the roller coaster of a Friday night. And so I really took that to heart. I brought that to college with me. I would say it to my guys at Sam Houston. And that was just something that it meant a lot to Coach Young, and he really preached that to us, that the night before was the time to really kind of hone that in.
Real quick, producer Corey, do you have the graphic on that? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, want to make sure
Producer Corey is just getting emotional up there.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
Yes. And to your point, since I've known you, the night before has been one of the biggest phrases I've known of yours. So
Absolutely.
We love that.
Number 2, we want to score first each half, and that's the first half, second half. First time we touch the ball, let's go get points. Coach Young, he put a lot into scripting kind of early, what that was going to look like, and then he put a lot into when he would come to the locker room and talk to the offensive guys, talk to the quarterback. Hey, what do we like? What do we see? Let's start the second half quickly. I think Coach Faircloth does a phenomenal job of early scripting. It seems like the first 2-3 drives of each game
at least,
really go well. I bet we're batting obviously we're not batting 1,000, but we are batting really well in that category.
I have some stats for you. I need to find that one. I promise.
Yeah.
But
I know it's somewhere, but
I do have some stats on that. You said score first in each half.
Yes.
The Wildcats in the Faircloth era are 18-1 when they score first.
Wow.
Furthermore, they're 21-2 when they lead at the half, and Ryan, they are 23-0 if they lead going into the fourth quarter.
Well,
so I think that's a good one.
Scoring first, whenever you get the ball in the first half, it just puts a lot of pressure on the opposing team because they feel like, gosh, we got to immediately match that.
Absolutely.
And so I think that's just a huge tone setter.
Especially in situations they feel a little overmatched, or you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, especially if I'm the underdog and they go down and just, drive the field on us quickly. I feel like, gosh, we're already down by 2 touchdowns.
Right.
Tyler, number 3, and no, it's not the usual let's go 1-0 this week, but it's just a great day to be a Wildcat, and that was something that meant a lot to Coach Young. Coach Young loved the Wildcats, and I feel like, as a kid, I always wanted to be a Wildcat. That was something that I looked forward to in my later years, but I really just found a lot of joy when I got around Coach Young and what that meant and what it meant to be a great teammate. And that's what great day to be a Wildcat is. Whatever your role is, star player, bench guy, it is a phenomenal day to be a Wildcat. I would do anything to suit up tonight and get to be a Wildcat again. And so I just hope that everyone in the blue and gold tonight really takes it in, enjoys this opening night, and enjoys the entire season because Coach Young always did.
To your point on how contagious that is, neither myself or producer Corey were technically ever Sulphur Springs Wildcats, but we've even adopted it's a great day to be a Wildcat. I 100% agree. Ryan, I love this week's.
No, it was great.
I love that.
It was great.
That's very good. We still got a few minutes left here real quick just to make sure you get to hear from everybody. Let's hear. Go to break one more time. There you go.
No, there it is. There it is. Go 1-0 this week. Yes. Always go 1-0 this week. I don't even know who we play next week. The task at hand is the Mesquite Poteet Pirates, and
do you really know?
No, I do know. I do know. You and I are allowed to do that.
Yes.
But I think the players, they need to focus on the Pirates tonight, and I think that's exactly what they'll do.
I agree. Ryan, let's go to one more commercial break here from some of our partners that make all this happen. We'll be back for kickoff after that.
Physical therapy is more than treatment. It's a partnership in healing. After years in the field, we wanted to create something personal.
East Texas Physical Therapy was built with one mission: to bring hands-on, individualized care to our communities.
From sports injuries to post-op recovery, in the home or water, every patient gets the treatment they need and the care they deserve.
Here, you're not just a number, you're part of our family.
It's care that feels like home because for us, it is.
East Texas Physical Therapy, healing with heart, right here at home.
Ryan, it's a packed house here tonight. This place is electric. You've got sports on the big screen, the best salad bar in town. I mean, what more can you ask for? Truly, the best place to spend a Friday night. Ryan, what you got?
Tyler, it's important to start fast, and I don't think there's any better way to start than rolls and cinnamon butter. Tyler, number 2, I got 2 words: shrimp bombs. We got to go 1-0. And by 1-0, I mean you got to order the ribeye sandwich.
Quarter Grub House, making championship plays with each plate.
And delivering wins, one bite at a time.
Man, you're looking rough.
We feel rough. Can you take us to Discount Wheel and Tire already?
Okay, let's go.
Even your tires know where to go. Discount Wheel and Tire. For service you can count on.
And again, thank y'all so much for joining us live from Mesquite Memorial Stadium. We're just a few minutes away from kickoff here. Sulphur Springs Wildcats opening their season in the same place that their season last year ended exactly 9 months ago today. That part's pretty cool.
I know.
Ryan, one more time, I want to say I really enjoyed the Humps Keys to victory this week, man.
Well,
cool.
I appreciate that, and I sure do miss Coach Young, and I know he's cheering on the Cats tonight, and the Bearcats and the Longhorns tomorrow, and the Vandals. I know he's cheering those guys on tonight.
Speaking of, we've got a little under 6.5 minutes, and there's still a few things we do every pregame show that we haven't gotten to yet. I'll let you choose where we go. We can either give our final score predictions, our player of the game predictions, or there's a new thing we're introducing, our picks of the week. Where do you want to go first?
I'm actually going to start with grading the Mesquite Poteet tunnel, and I think it's a very respectable start. A little unique, definitely being the Pirates, you can kind of do some different stuff. I'll give it a 7 to start the year.
Producer there we go.
There we go. I think that's a very strong 7.
Why is this becoming? Have you noticed that's one of the preset? It feels like this general build or whatever. We see a lot of these.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm actually going to go lower than you. I think I'm going 5.5, 6.
Okay, it's a good base tunnel to start the year off. It definitely could be better. It definitely could be worse.
I think black and green is such a cool little color scheme. I really do. I don't know. I like the Wildcats though.
Let's do player of the game predictions.
Okay. Speaking of, it looks like a vibe down there. I like it. You want me to go first or you?
I will let you do the honors.
Okay. So, and here come your Sulphur Springs Wildcats, Ryan. I will go in a similar route. Actually, the exact same route you went for your offensive player to watch tonight. You mentioned I've been the president of the Quinn Harris fan club since he was a sophomore. Give me Quinn Harris here tonight.
I think it is criminal that we didn't spend more time talking about this player because he deserves a lot of high praise, and I think he's going to have – I would say 2 touchdowns is the bottom low end of what he might have tonight. But Jackson Hare, start this season off strong. I could see Jackson Hare going for as much as they'll let him tonight. I don't know how quickly. I hope this one gets out of hand, and I don't know how quick that would happen, but hopefully we get to see Jackson Hare early and often in this one.
Ryan, keep the ball going. What you got defensively here tonight?
Defensively, again, I'll go another guy that we didn't spend enough time talking about in the pregame, but I'll go Grayson Hardy. You know, the position change. I don't think Poteet's going to throw the ball around a lot tonight. I think they're going to be a lot of run, and with that, I predict that Grayson Hardy leads the team in tackles.
Yeah, I'm going to go on a similar route. I know I had him as my player to watch, but again, it's his birthday. He did win player of the game against his exact team last year, and because of those reasons, they're probably not going to pass the ball much. I think it's going to be a lot of opportunities for Alex the intern to just rack up the tackles, the sacks, maybe even a forced fumble. I'll go Alex the intern.
I love it.
Do you want to go? Okay, let's go ahead, and we'll wait till kickoff for our final score predictions. We always do that. Our games of the week, a new thing Ryan and I are introducing this year. We'll pick one college and one NFL game of the week. We're going to keep up with our record for the whole year. Because there isn't an NFL yet, we're doing 2 college football games this week. We'll start with your Texas Longhorns at TOSU, at the Ohio State University. Ryan, what you got in that one?
Probably the greatest Week 1 game of all time. I mean, as far as anticipation, as far as where they're ranked, and how good the 2 teams are going to be. I'm very excited for it. 11 a.m. tomorrow. But you know who I'm going. I'm going the Texas Longhorns. I'm going Arch Manning. And, in fact, I think it'll be a good game, but I think in the end, I think Texas runs away with it. I think they are that good this year.
I don't know that I agree to that extent, but I do think Texas can be as good as everyone's saying. I do think Arch Manning can be as good as everyone is saying. And if they're going to be, it's going to have to start with a win. So I can't tell what I really think is going to happen in that game, but I'm also going to go with Texas. Our other game, unfortunately, is my number 9 ranked LSU Tigers at Dabo Swinney, Clemson. Clemson's a 4-point favorite, I think, in that one. Here's the thing, Ryan. I'm the biggest pessimist in the world, and I have watched the LSU Tigers open their season with a loss 5 years in a row, but at some point, streaks have to die. Do I actually believe what I'm telling you right now? Absolutely not. But go Tigers. Give me LSU.
You're taking a page out of my book, kind of the blindless hope. Well, I think 2 things are true in this one. I think the LSU Tigers are going to be a very good football team this year, and when it's all said and done, I actually think they'll be a playoff team. But I also think that Clemson is going to win this week to open up the season, who I also think is going to be a playoff team. But Tyler, enough of that.
Yeah.
I think it's go time, and it looks like Sulphur Springs is going to start with the ball in this one.
It does. I think we're almost ready for the national anthems and everything. By the way, you were correct. They will lose that game. But but anyway, again, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us during the Discount Wheel and Tire countdown to kickoff, our first one of the year of hopefully about 15 or 16 of them. But I enjoyed it.
Amen to that. Yeah. I know. I mean, this is I actually went back and watched some of the broadcasts, some of the listened to the broadcasts, I should say, of the Alvarado game, and I just sat there thinking, gosh, what a fun season 2024 was. I hope 2025 is half as fun, and I think it'll be 2 times more fun.
I do as
There's
well.
some math for you.
I think it'll be 2 times as fun. I think they go even further than they did last year. Ryan, let's step out of the way very quickly for the national anthem, and then y'all are stuck with us for the next 2 or 3 hours.
Calling the commands is Cadet Second Lieutenant Evie Redder. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and honor our flag and country as the Mighty Pirate Band plays our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time. It has been exactly 9 months to the day, but we are finally ready for some Sulphur Springs Wildcat football. Thank you so much one more time for hanging out with us during the Discount Wheel and Tire countdown to kickoff. It was fun. I'm just glad we're back, glad we're doing pregame shows. I missed it.
There is not a better way to spend my Friday nights. This is exactly where I want to be.
Ryan, the final thing that we have not done that we do every pregame show, we have not given our predictions for tonight's game. I'm going to give you 1 second to think about it real quick.
I'm ready. I've been thinking about it all week.
Okay, real quick. Let me tell you about one of our friends real quick. I want to give a big shout out to the dedicated team at Amethyst Healthcare. They offer skilled nursing and therapy services to ensure the well-being of their patients. You can visit them at amethysthc.com to learn more about how they can support you and your loved ones. Amethyst Healthcare, first-class care in the comfort of your own home. Give them a call at 903-231-0402. Ryan, what is your final score prediction tonight?
Tyler, I have been selling this team to anyone who will listen in the community, and I am confident that we are going to start out with a bang. I will go Sulphur Springs 56, Poteet 7.
We were so close to having the exact same thing, Ryan. I have it written down here. I had 63-7.
Oh, wow.
As always, we're close. Ryan won't ever let me, which I try not to anyway, but yeah, he won't let me discuss that. We have to do it live on air for the first time. But yeah, 56-7. I've got 63-7. And here we go.
And Tyler, welcome to the 2025 football season.
Right. And we're going to start at the 40-yard line. It's a pretty good start. Before we see the Wildcats on offense for the first time, I want to tell you about Erin Nill. She is the principal agent and owner of Hamby Insurance. At Hamby Insurance, they keep you covered in all your adventures and all of your life, whether it's auto insurance, home insurance, renter's insurance, or business owner packages. Protect what you love most. You can also visit HambyInsurance.com or give them a call at 972-285-0381 to get a quote today. Hamby Insurance, a trusted name in North Texas since 1940. Again, Ryan, we beat Poteet 68-7 last year, or 17. But that was the most points in the Faircloth era, but not the most points ever for the Wildcats. It's a give. Oh, Deuce keeping it himself on the first play of the season, up past the 50.
Yeah, and that's super nice to see, Tyler. And you and I actually had that conversation during the second scrimmage. There was a huge chunk of successful offense that we didn't even get to see in the scrimmages because Deuce had on a red penny.
Yep.
They're blowing it dead whenever the defender gets around him. But that is going to be a huge, huge highlight for this offense this season.
100%. I think he could get close to over 1,000 yards, I believe. And now Dobbs and Martin gets the first carry for a running back this year, and it's a gain of about 5.
I was going to say, that was not necessarily on the bingo card a month ago, but if you watch the two scrimmages, I'm telling you, and I said it in the pregame, if Jackson Harris, if we're able to keep him at receiver more because of Dobson Martin, it would not surprise me.
Ron, we've got a player on the field. We'll be right back.
This is Katie. Katie has closed over $50 million in sales across 200-plus transactions, from $8,000 lots to $1 million homes. These are Katie's buyers. This is the home Katie is selling. Katie is committed to serving every client with care, expertise, and results. Katie is your hometown realtor.
Connection nights happen every Wednesday at the Way at 6:15 p.m. for birth through 12th grade.
Community. I love seeing all the people come together, and I love hearing about people's weeks.
It's just calm singing with everybody, and I just like to do it.
Interacting with all the kids, like just meeting everyone is just great for me.
Really like going to worship with all my friends.
And coming to worship the Lord, that's the best thing about it.
We believe in life change on every level.
Second and 5 for the Wildcats. Not even a minute into this game. It's another give on second down. Jackson here did make the first man miss, but it's a tackle for a loss, and Poteet is pumped up.
Tyler, I'm sure that there's got to be, and honestly, pretty good crowd for the home side. And I know that when we spoke with Coach Faircloth in the preseason kickoff thing that we did on the square, he seemed confident that Poteet would put a lot better product on the field this season.
Yes.
New coach, kind of brought some juice. And I would say just, 2 minutes into this thing, it seems like the players for the Pirates are really into it.
Yes, I think this year as a whole we will see them much improved, but first game with the new coaches is always tough. Deuce, drop it back to pass, keep it himself. He's got the first down, and he's up to about the 31, and already two nice runs from Deuce here tonight.
Love the call there. QB draw, design run. 3rd and 7, you might go, wow, that I don't know about running the ball 3rd and 7. We were going for it on 4th down pretty much no matter what there. So love the call. Again, that's just a play that we didn't get to see in the scrimmages, and we're going to see a lot.
So now 1st and 10 from the 32. Jackson Hare with another run. Run. He's still going. Jackson Hare up inside the 10 to about the 4. Huge run, Jackson Hare.
We got the replay here. Can we keep the replay going, Corey? So there's one guy, there's 2 guys, 3 guys, 4 guys. I mean, we talk about how the first guy never brings him down. It's getting to the point where our percentage is not even the second guy brings him down.
Yeah, a lot of the times it's more than
just so dynamic, such great balance.
And no need to go to commercial, by the way. He is still up for the first time, first drive of the season, and we're already in the Bell Concrete red zone for the first time. I love to see it.
Opportunity to get halfway of one of the Coach Young's keys to victories here. Score first each half.
Yep. Again, Wildcats are, where are my notes? They are 18-1 when they score first. So I like our odds on that one.
Tyler, we haven't even attempted a pass.
Yeah.
We don't need to. We don't need to. It's not that we can. It's not that we don't want to. We just don't need to.
Deuce keep it himself. 1st and goal. And after doing it 22 times last year, one drive, Deuce Timmons already has his first touchdown of the season.
I think that drive right there was just kind of a screenshot of what you're going to see.
I was going to say a great indicator.
That's what Wildcat football this year is going to be. I told Mason Barbo today. He was asking me about the Wildcats, who's a legendary offensive lineman for Sulphur Springs. I told him I thought this was the best offensive line since the state offensive line, and so I mean that's high praise. But right there, I mean just absolute smash mouth domination football.
I agree. 7-0, Wildcats lead.
Life happens, and sometimes you just need a little extra help. At D&B Loans in Sulphur Springs, we offer personal loans from $100 to $3,400 with monthly payment plans and fast approvals. Need help with taxes? Our experienced team will make sure you file with confidence. D&B Loans, serving East Texas since 1991. Stop by or give us a call today, 220 Gilmer Street. Call 903-885-7396.
Just 2.5 minutes into this one, and the Wildcats lead 7-0. Before we return, I want to give a big shout out to our friends over at Graceful Health and Wellness. They are redefining women's health care with a holistic and personalized approach that prioritizes wellness at every stage of life. From motherhood to menopause and beyond, they specialize in hormone therapy, weight management, inflammation, and gut health, empowering women to take control of their health and feel their best. You can visit their website, gracefulhealthandwellness.com, or give them a call at 903-912-6432. Ron, we've got an interesting kick formation.
Yeah, kind of a stack setup. It hinders the receiving team, the blockers, to be able to count where they're at, and that is nightmare scenario, Tyler.
Ron,
absolute nightmare.
I don't know if you were able to see it on your screen. Tried fielding it in the end zone.
There's just no reason to even touch that ball.
Yeah.
None whatsoever.
Run away from it. When I'm playing college football 25, got to get it out of the way. I will actively just move away from it.
I mean, he just no reason whatsoever to field that ball, especially in high school. If you've got a high school kicker that is getting it anywhere near the end zone, I'm just letting it go.
Yeah,
I'm just letting it go because the reality is we're not going to block it very well. And when you've got a defense that and if you look at the Sulphur Springs kick coverage, they've got a lot of starters running down right there to make a play. And who made the tackle inside the 5-yard line? Grayson Hardy. And so just poor awareness there by the Pirates. And you definitely don't want to have the first drive of the season needing to go 95 yards.
Yeah, not against one of the best defenses in the state. I agree. So our first look at the Wildcat defense now. Let's give them first down. And that is a nice run. Big game, but there is a late flag.
We do have a flag, and I'm thinking it's going to be a face mask.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we do have a helmet off, so that's my guess.
Well, I will say
he actually gets to stay on the field if it is face mask.
For where this drive started, I'll make a bold claim, but I think after one play, they are already further than I would have guessed they were going to be this drive.
Yeah, face mask. Yeah, Tyler, actually in college, one of our big practice sets was we would start with the ball inside the 5-yard line, and the whole goal was to get one first down, because then we felt like, okay, we could punt it across the 50 if, worst case scenario,
right,
if we got one first down.
I like that. So now 1st and 10 from the 29. It's another give. Alex, the intern, enough. Almost every Wildcat on the field.
Plethora of Wildcats there.
It'll be 2nd and long, 9:03 left here in the first.
I always wondered there, the guy that's doing the stats, how does he score that? I mean, does Alex King get half a tackle at least?
I would think surely half a tackle, and then 9 other Wildcats get half a tackle as well. So 2nd and 11.
Tyler, 3rd play in a row that we're just completely leaving this side of the field empty. They've got that tight end that's an eligible receiver at the end of the offensive line.
Play action. I went incomplete. I want to point out you had Jackson Hare as your prediction for player of the game, I believe. Wildcats in his career are 13-4 if he has 1 touchdown, and they are 7-0 if he has 2 or more. And you had 2 touchdowns, I believe? Or was your prediction?
I said a minimum of 2 touchdowns is what I predicted, yes. Thought we got one on the first drive, but I guess Deuce will suffice.
That was the 23rd career touchdown for Deuce, playing his first game of his junior season.
Just can't get behind the sticks against a defense like this. I mean, 3rd and 9 is a tall task already. 3rd and 14 it almost feels impossible without a penalty.
Yeah. It's funny watching that Kansas State-Iowa State game last week. They would get one on first down, and if it was 1st and 15, I was like, well, who in the world could get 15 yards on 3 tries?
That was a sloppy game.
And was. 3rd and 14. Play action again, rolling out. It is complete and a really good catch. It'll be 4th and about 3 or 4.
Yeah, great tackle there to save the first down. I think that's James Johnson, it looks like. But great throw, great catch, rolling out to the right. You have to punt it though.
Yeah.
I don't think you can risk not getting this. You're staring 14-0 in the face quickly.
Now, I will play devil's advocate in a game where I'm this much of an underdog. I might would, but I 1000% understand.
You know what you never said in the pregame?
What's that?
You never said what the official line was.
Oh, I didn't.
And the only reason I bring that up is because of how surprised we were when we read that.
The Wildcats were only 18-point favorites in this one. Ryan, with 7:40 left here in the first, we've already got our first time out.
Hi, I'm Josh Bolton, your local trusted insurance agent. As a dad to a senior and a freshman at Sulphur Springs High School, I know how important it is to protect people who matter most. Every family is different, and that's why I would take the time to customize coverage to fit your specific needs. Whether it's home, auto, farm and ranch, commercial, or life insurance. If you're protecting your home and auto, why not protect yourself for your family?
One man, one list, zero clue where to start. When the weekend project becomes a weekend problem, there's only one place to go. We're more than just nuts and bolts.
And ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you saw it with the picture-in-picture, but the Wildcats have their second touchdown of the night. Ryan, explain to the viewers what we saw.
Just poor special teams, and gosh, I talk about it in high school football a lot. How many times is there a huge mistake in high school football with special teams, whether it be punt over the head like we just saw, a fumbled fair catch, whatever it may be? That is absolute. You just can't shoot yourself in the foot right there. And in a situation where we're talking about you should go for it because this thing might get out of hand, they decide to punt it, goes over their head into the end zone, and not only is it not a safety, it's a full touchdown for the Wildcats.
Yeah, in that situation, that's tough. That'll make it a 14-0 Wildcats lead, 7:28 left in the first.
One man, one list, zero clue where to start. When the weekend project becomes a weekend problem, there's only one place to go. We're more than just nuts and bolts.
It's a 14-0 Wildcat lead with still 7:28 left in the first. Real quick, I want to give a big shout out to our Red Zone partner once again this year. Much like last year, it's the good people over at Bell Concrete. And in every successful build, it starts with one thing, and that's a strong foundation. For almost 80 years, Bell Concrete has delivered precision, reliability, and craftsmanship across Sulphur Springs and all of Northeast Texas. Residential, commercial, and agricultural. They pour it with pride, on time, on budget, and built to last. Ryan, before the last break, you told me I never mentioned what the spread was according to Dave Campbell's. The Wildcats were only 18-point favorites in this one, and 4.5 minutes into this one, they're almost up by that much.
Yeah, and that was criminally low. Nothing against Poteet, but if you saw last year, if you knew what Sulphur Springs had coming back, Tyler.
We're turning that one deep into the end zone.
And a pretty good return, I suppose, but that is 3 special teams plays in a row that the special teams coordinator in me is not happy. Not happy.
It did almost work out, but
yeah, if you saw this game last year, if you knew what Sulphur Springs had coming back, if you saw that Poteet went 2-8 last year, 18 points was criminally low. Again, not to be too homer, and you and I pride ourselves a lot in not doing that on this broadcast, but anything less than 30, it was just not a good line.
I agree. That's what I was trying to be modest or conservative when I made my prediction last week on there. You had 28. I said it would be 30, and we were both trying to be conservative, I feel like. But you've only touched the ball once, and you're leading 14-0. So I feel pretty good about the start we're off to.
You kind of hate that if you're on offense because it's like, it's 4th down. We get to go back out there, run the ball. And no, we've got to wait a little longer.
Now, hopefully you're thinking 3 plays from now I'll get to go back out there. But second drive of the night for Poteet. They'll start at the 21 with 7:22 left here in the first. And again, no one on this left side. Do they get it off in time? They do. Well, there is a flag on the field, actually. Big tackle for loss, Gio Ibarra.
Well, it's either got to be offsides or it's got to be too many men in the backfield.
We'll let our official translator, Ryan Humphreys, listen in.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be, legal formation.
Okay.
Had too many men in the backfield.
Now, in that situation, you're able to decline since the play got off, or no?
Yes, that is correct. And it.
Yes, and they will decline.
I was going to say, it seems like that's exactly what we're going to do. You definitely trade 2 yards for a full down.
Well, now it's
it
second
ended
and 15
up being
anyway.
ended up being exactly.
Nice tackle for loss from Gio there. Gio, the only player on this team, I believe, who's had multiple interceptions in each of the last 2 seasons. Now, finally, they do have receivers on each side now. It's a give on second and 15. Truth Holmes. But another flag still going.
Another face mask, Tyler. Yeah. The rare offense and defense helmet off. Well, Tyler, we've seen 2 Poteet first downs, both at the hands of a face mask.
It's funny you say that. I'm literally writing down on my paper to keep up with it. We are up to 2 now. Angie Simmons said in the comments, Grayson Hardy is creating a highlight reel early this year, and is.
No kidding. Was he the one that recovered the touchdown?
Yes.
I felt like in all the pandemonium and the just the suddenness of it. Yeah. I didn't even see who got it.
Now 1st and 10. Another give. Trey Pennell in on it early, then Alex the intern. Jordan Horn corrected me in the comments and said Alex the CEO. That is correct. 2nd and 9.
Tyler, replay here. I feel like the running back for Poteet's doing a good job. He's running hard, but just like it looked like in the Lindale scrimmage, the first contact is -1 yard, and so a good run is a gain of 1.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You just can't make a living with that.
Yeah, and especially when the first person making contact is Trey Pennell or Truth Holmes, you know. Another give, Alex the CEO, Trey Pennell, and more.
I mean, just fighting for a gain of 1 there.
Yeah, that's a very hard fought 1 or 2 yards. So now 3rd and 9. I think this is what we expected from the Poteet offense. I don't know that we've seen 1 pass attempt, I believe. I think we kind of expected a lot of that, but now they'll have to drop back to pass.
Oh, wow.
We almost saw a recreation of the Alex King play from last year. They do get it off, and Grayson Hardy with a nice pass deflection there. Grayson Hardy entered tonight with 13 pass deflections.
Blaine Allen there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, almost identical to the Alex King play of just blowing up the pass protector into the quarterback, tackling them both. But I guess you could say, hey, Coach, I did my job. He didn't make the sack.
He almost did twice. But
yeah.
Poteet ready to punt again. 5:21 left here in the first.
How nervous is the snap right here?
You notice he
yeah. Pretty good punt, actually.
Yeah. Especially with a roll there. That'll get it up to about the 36 before we see the Wildcats' second offensive drive for the night. I want to ask, are you having problems finding comfort in your own space? If so, let A&S Air Conditioning find a perfect solution for your heating and cooling needs. They've been providing affordable heating and AC repair in Hopkins, Franklin, and surrounding counties for over 35 years. They specialize in the repair and maintenance of all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment in both residential and commercial settings. Now's the perfect time to give them a call at 903-885-8072 and let them turn your hot, humid space into a cool and comfortable environment. Also want to tell you to go see our friends over at J. Hodge Chevrolet, where you can find incredible savings on all your favorite Chevys. Their knowledgeable sales staff is ready to help you find the car of your dreams. They invite you to go visit them on Wildcat Way to see their dedicated team and see what makes them the most awarded dealership with the most awarded vehicles. A huge tackle for loss on first down there. Deuce, a good job just to
I was going to say, great job just getting on it. And obviously you hate a loss of 3, loss of 4 on first down, but turnover is 10 times worse.
And Ryan, I'll be honest with you, not to, just find a silver lining in everything, but early here in the season, I don't think tonight we'll see a ton of 2nd and 13s or longer. I like it. Let's see what we look like.
I'm with you. I like using the positives here. We're going to get a free play.
Throw to Jamorian on the sideline, but
and Tyler, the first pass attempt of the game for the Wildcats is not going to count.
We're still looking for the first one. I wanted to ask you, you might not remember it off the top of your head now, but earlier that 3rd and 9 where Deuce ran, he dropped back to pass, but that's a QB draw?
It was a all-the-way QB draw. The offensive line kind of let the offensive line, or let the defensive line get around him, and those guards were getting upfield to kind of lead the way. So definitely a design run.
I very much thought so, but wanted to confirm with you. So now it'll be 2nd and 8. And it is a give to Jackson Hare. Jackson Hare with a first down here. 4:20 left in the first. Wildcats almost back up to midfield. So it didn't take long to get the second and 13 back.
You see the difference in the same. I mean, let's call that those inside zone runs. Let's say they're exactly the same for Poteet and exactly the same for Sulphur Springs. Where Poteet, I'm talking about the first point of contact is -1 yards in the backfield. Jackson here didn't have to make a move till he's +4, +5.
Yeah.
In positive ground, and it's just, and that's really a testament to the offensive line.
And now the first pass of the year is to Jackson Virgil, and Jackson Virgil, huge play up to the 26.
Definitely a name to look out for if you didn't watch the scrimmage. Sophomore Jackson Virgil.
Had a big touchdown against Lindo.
He's a long, athletic kid. I mean, as a sophomore, he's got no experience on Friday Night Lights. But from what we saw in the scrimmages, it seems like he's definitely ready for it. Now, I will say, no experience on Friday Nights football. He was a big-time baseball player.
Yes.
For the Wildcats, and so that certainly counts for something.
He has had a great freshman year.
We're going to get another free play.
Another free play. Looking at Jackson Virgil again, and
Right
he's
on
got
cue.
him again. Second time the Wildcats have had the ball. Second time they've been inside the Bell Concrete red zone. And to answer your question, Savage, yeah, we do read the comments when we get the chance. Not always, but.
Tyler, when I get a free play, I love knowing I've got a 6'3" guy on the right and a 6'3" guy on the left.
Ryan, we already have another timeout with 3:46 left in the first.
Triple Crown Roofing, your local roofing experts with a dedicated team and extensive experience. From repairs to complete roofing systems, we offer competitive prices and free consultations. Specializing in commercial and residential roofing, we provide the highest quality craftsmanship and customer care. Contact Triple Crown Roofing today. Triple Crown Roofing. Roofing done right.
In every successful build, it starts with one thing: a strong foundation. For almost 80 years, Bell Concrete Incorporated has delivered precision, reliability, and craftsmanship across Sulphur Springs and Northeast Texas. Residential, commercial, agricultural. We pour it all with pride. On time, on budget, built to last.
Oh, thank you so much. Hey, Corey, we coming?
Thanks.
So now first and goal after a huge run from Jackson Hare there. That's up to the 5. And Ryan, who will it be this time? Will it be another
whoever
Deuce
wants
keeper?
it.
You made the joke, but you or me might could score with this offensive line. I'm not sure.
I think so.
First and goal from the 5. He does give it to Jackson Hare this time, and Jackson Hare said, "I will take it."
With an offensive line like that, and again, I'm not insinuating that we have selfish guys on our team, but you're begging coach to call your number because it's getting in the end zone once you get inside the 10. But Jackson Hare, go ahead and clean that one up. Touchdown Wildcats.
The 26th career touchdown for Jackson Hare. And again, coming into tonight, Wildcats were 13-4 if Jackson Hare has at least one touchdown. Let's see if they can make it 14-4. Good snap, good hold, good kick, as Ryan Humphreys would say. Wildcats lead 21-0.
It's not just about banking. It's about the moments we help make possible. At Alliance Bank, we're proud to stand behind the people and the businesses that make East Texas home. Whether it's starting a business, buying your first house, or supporting the next generation, we're here right beside you.
In just almost 7 minutes, not quite, into this one. Wildcats leading 21-0. Real quick before we return to action, if you'll see on your scoreboard here, we have made some changes. We now have a new scoreboard partner. Not a new one. For the first time, we have a scoreboard partner. It's the good people over at Hooten's Hardware, where they offer a wide variety of tools, materials, and supplies for your outdoor projects and repairs. With over 40,000 square feet of materials in stock, they're sure to have everything you need for any job. From pipe and steel to metal building components, a full lumber yard, welding, repair, and fabrication, outdoor power equipment and RV and boat lift supplies. Trust me when I tell you that at Hooten's Hardware, they're more than just nuts and bolts. And Ryan Shirley just let this one go. He wanted to. That one filled it.
I would have had to get out of my seat for that one.
As deeply into the end zone as possible, and wanted to return it, but just didn't get the chance. We'll see Poteet for a third time, but before we do, I want to tell you that Sulphur Springs is where Brian White and Daniel Roper call home, a place where they've raised families, planted their roots, and proudly serve for all your legal needs. At Roper and White, they are Wildcats past, present, and future. They're more than just legal experts. They're partners in your journey to justice and success. With a dedicated team, they offer personalized legal strategies tailored to fit your needs. From everyone over at Roper & White, go Wildcats. Again, the Wildcats were just 18-point favorites in this one, and 6 minutes and 50 seconds into this one, they now lead by more than the 18 points they were
12-minute quarters. 12-minute quarters.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Correct. So 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Over here trying to do unnecessary math and getting it incorrect. Dropping back to pass after the play action. It's complete. C.T. Galloway with a nice tackle there.
Yeah, touchdown-saving tackle there, but great pass, great catch. And that is the first down that Poteet has gotten outside of penalties.
If I'm Poteet,
where's that arm been?
Yeah.
That was textbook 1-2-3 throw, great ball, hit him in stride. I mean, if C.T. Galloway doesn't make an ankle tackle there, that is a touchdown.
It's to the crib immediately. Play action again. Great catch, Ryan, and a great pass. Poteet.
Maybe we abandon the run.
Maybe.
I don't see what's wrong with any of that.
Yeah, I like.
I mean, it's there again. We no safety help in this spot, kind of where they're been throwing it.
And now it's a QB keep, gets a few yards and gets down. That's smart. And I like this. I was going to ask earlier, they were doing play action even when it was 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11. I mean, maybe every play is either play action pass or a handoff from now on. Be 2nd and 8. About 2 minutes left still here in the first. For the first time ever, I can't say it's flying by. It's actually.
I think it's been a very long first quarter.
I'm here for it. We've waited 9 months for it.
Right. I'm not wishing it away.
So dropping back to pass again. Rolling out. Zay Godbolt did a good job to force it past there, incomplete. I picked him as a player to watch tonight.
Tried to do some nice scramble drill there. I do commend the Poteet quarterback for not trying to make that throw, because ultimately that ends up being an interception. So I like to throw it away there, live to fight another day. It's 3rd and 8, Tyler. I think down 21, this is automatic 4-down territory.
I think so, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see a QB keep here, or even the handoffs haven't been working as well. I think maybe play action, QB keep. He's just going to drop back to pass. Nothing's there. Alex the intern trying to get to him. Again, having to throw it away. That QB's got nice speed.
Yeah, he does. I don't love, if you look at all the route concepts here, it seems like we are, it's a 30-yard throw at this point. He's all the way back here. There's just not, you see any receivers in the picture right there? Right. There's no one to throw to.
That's an impossible ask.
I love that still frame there. There's just, I see a lot of Wildcats and not a lot of eligible Pirates.
And Ryan, we have team coming on.
No, it's punt. I don't agree with this at all.
Yeah,
actually.
I know 4th and 8 is a big ask.
It's 21-0, Tyler.
Yeah. And on the 34.
And again.
Well, we're going to get a timeout instead, actually. 1:34 left in the first.
Hey, I really like your puppy. Do you think he would like this?
Getting braces can feel a little overwhelming, but at Ochoa Coleman Orthodontics, we believe it doesn't have to be. From your very first visit, our goal is to make you feel at home. Because a great smile starts with a great experience, and we're proud to be the place where that journey feels easy.
1:34 left in the first, and Poteet has used all 3 timeouts. Before we see what they do on 4th and 8, I want to tell you that the League Street Church of Christ is a church family for your family. Visit them on 1100 League Street South on Sunday mornings for Bible class from 9:30 to 10:15, or for their Sunday morning service from 10:30 to 11:30. You can also visit them on Sunday evenings from 5 to 6 p.m. and again on Wednesday evenings from 6:30 to 7:30. You can visit their website, leaguestreet.church, for more information. Ryan, I think, you're going to see him come back in their offense here.
Yeah, and this is definitely the right move. If you don't have a perfect punt there, you're talking a net of 10 yards.
Yes.
If it happens to be a touchback. And so it's 21-0 in the first quarter. It's 4th and 8, your side of the field.
Play action again, rolling out. Pass is completed.
That is phenomenal.
And they were going to punt, Ryan.
That's phenomenal.
That's a great play. We've seen some nice things from this pass game.
Design rollout here. A little bit of a smash concept. One option. Grayson Hardy not quite able to get there, and just a great pass, great catch.
So this is the thing I alluded to and I wanted to ask you more about. Even on 3rd and 10, on 4th and 8, you're still seeing play action from them. I guess that's just
right. It must just be that's what they have installed. That's how they run it, but definitely no threat of actually running it from there.
And now a give on 1st down. Big run. It's enough for the 1st down, and they are right at the 10. I'm curious, though. I understand that's the way you've installed it, but, like, with as good of a pass rush as this is, do you want to – it's just waste of time.
That's a half a second that I could be rolling out. I could be doing this.
Right.
Yeah, no question.
And
or better yet, Tyler, I could have the running back in pass protection, or I can have him running a route.
Yeah, and think about how many times you've started rolling out and you're already under so much pressure. That extra half a second would go a long way, I think. And, again, you go over there, you don't have any options. That running back could be over there. But a gain, or actually a loss of one, they're calling it. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 11. You have time for at least one more play in this quarter. Play action. Now he's going to keep it himself. Ooh, nice spin. He's still going. And Mesquite Poteet is going to get on the board. A nice rushing touchdown.
That's as dynamic as it gets. I mean, awesome spin move. He had 6 or 7 Wildcats around him, was able to get out of it. He gets to scramble drilling, and then he's off to the races.
And as soon as they started really committing to the passing game, I mean, this was a very electric drive from Poteet here.
Well, I think through 12 minutes, we've seen that the best play in their playbook is just let the quarterback kind of go to work.
We knew they would scramble a lot. That's what they focused on in practice this week, but their quarterback's a fun watch.
It's going to be no good, Tyler.
That one is going to be no good. 21-6, 25 seconds left in the first.
I'm Kinley.
And I'm Jake, and we're the owners of Landers Creek right here in the heart of Sulphur Springs.
Located at 218B Main Street in our beautiful downtown, you can find me behind the counter helping you find the perfect gift, outfit, or just catching up.
And when I'm not at the fire station, I'm working on our new gun counter or out in the pasture. But this place, it's home.
We only offer the best brands like Burlebo, Extra Tough, Game Guard, and Beck sunglasses, and so much more.
We're so thankful for this community, so stop by at 218B Main Street or shop online anytime at shoplanderscreek.com.
Still 25 seconds left here in the first, and now both teams are on the board 21-6 after a nice rushing touchdown from Mesquite Poteet. Before we resume, I want to give a big shout out to our friends over at Fieldhouse Sports. They are your home for custom uniforms and gear. For 40 years, they've helped teams look and play their best with custom apparel, embroidery, and top-quality sports gear. Fast turnarounds, fair prices, and unmatched service. Visit FieldhouseSSTX.com. That is FieldhouseSSTX.com. SULPHUR.com or stop by today and suit up with the best. Stop by there and find cool shirts like Blue Barrage, like Go 1-0 today. If Ron Humphreys has a catchphrase, they'll put it on a shirt.
We'll find one in 2025. It's got to come to you naturally.
Yes, don't rush
come
it.
To you naturally.
Don't rush it. Don't force it. They come naturally. Like
I
George
love
Strait
the new,
says, it just comes natural.
Right. I love the new field house. Looks phenomenal in there.
Yeah,
they've really done a good job.
Yeah, it does. So now Jackson Hare with his second return of the night. The first one was a nice one. This one getting back to about the 30. Wildcats will have time for one more play here in the first quarter before we see them go out there again. I want to tell you about Revamped Aesthetics, where cutting-edge technology meets expert skincare to help you achieve your best skin yet. Their advanced laser treatments offer safe, effective, and long-lasting results for hair removal, sun damage correction, and skin resurfacing. Go see them in their new location at 620 Church Street.
Definitely some juice on the Poteet sideline. That was a fun play by the quarterback. I mean that's a big time play. 2
scrimmages and 1 quarter of regular season football. We've seen 3 really fun plays from opponents this year already.
No question. And that's good though. I'm glad to see the Sulphur Springs defense challenged.
Yeah.
And hey, all that should tell you is they're not invincible. We got to get after it, boys.
Yeah, 100%. A nice little run there from Dobbs and Martin to get this drive started, and I believe that's going to do it for the first quarter. So 1 quarter of action down in this one, and the Wildcats lead 21-6.
Homes of Sulphur Springs. We're more than builders. We're community partners. Since 1997, we've invested in our team to open doors to a better life by delivering quality, energy-smart homes built to last, backed by our Clayton-built promise of strength, integrity, and accountability. From fully furnished displays to personalized guidance, our dedicated team is with you every step of the way. Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs. We build homes and we build community.
Getting the treatment you need and the care you deserve has never been easier. At East Texas Physical Therapy, it all starts with a simple phone call. We'll help you schedule your appointment, verify your insurance, and walk you through every step. From the moment you check in to the time our team takes you back for treatment, you'll feel supported, heard, and on the path to healing. And hey, don't forget to grab some popcorn on the way out. East Texas Physical Therapy, your recovery starts here.
Ready to start the second quarter. It is time for our first D&B Loans in-game recap of the season. It's been an action-packed quarter so far. Wildcats got the game started with a nice rushing touchdown from Deuce Timmons, and then immediately scored. Poteet was trying to snap the ball, went over the punter's head. We scored on that. And then Jackson Hare with another touchdown, making it 21-0. And then Poteet finally answered back with a nice rushing touchdown of their own, making it 21-6. Now, 2nd and 5 to start the second quarter. Dobbs and Martin trying to do his best, Jackson Hare, but he is ultimately brought down. 3rd and medium.
I do feel like the last 2 drives, Poteet has done a little better job stopping the run.
Yes, I agree. You know, we still really haven't done much. Jackson Virgil has 2 catches.
We have 2 pass attempts and 2 catches. That's the only damage we've done through the air.
Yeah, if you told me we scored 21 points before Quinn Harris was even targeted, or Jamorian,
man, no question.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm with you there.
So now 3rd and 4.
I bet you Quinn Harris's number's getting called here pretty quickly.
Might be right here on 3rd and 4. Another QB draw. Deuce Timmons not only has the first down, he gets up almost to the 50. And they like that QB draw there.
Oh, and they should.
You know, it's funny. If it's 3rd and, let's say, 4th or shorter, 3rd and shorter, you're doing the Bulls package or the Deuce package.
Mm-hmm.
And then apparently if it's 3rd and 7, 8, or 9, a QB
3-step drop and take off.
You've got plenty of options. So now 1st and 10 from the 49.
Tyler, I believe that's Ben Lovelady in the slot.
Got both.
Jackson and Dobson in the backfield.
And I think we had mentioned maybe during one of the scrimmages we'd probably see some of that. But we're going to get our first time out from the Wildcats tonight. 10:37 left in the second.
Want your friends to think that you've discovered a secret filter? Confidence looks good on you.
.10:37 left here in the first half. Wildcats leading 21-6. Want to give a big shout out. You've already seen a few here tonight, but once again, our replay partner for a second year in a row. It's the good people over at East Texas Physical Therapy, where they're a provider not only of the replays here at Chaz Media and Front Porch News, but also a provider of therapy and rehabilitative services in Sulphur Springs. After a visit to East Texas Physical Therapy, each patient will know what it means to have service beyond excellence, and they hope that you'll return to their facility for all your rehab needs. East Texas Physical Therapy, treatment you need, care you deserve. 1st and 10 from the 49. Deuce keep it in himself. Gain of a few there.
Tyler, we've got our first score update of the new season.
Hit me with it.
We've got an opponent that we will be that we will care about a lot here in just less than a month. But Mount Pleasant is down 14-0 to Crandall early in the second quarter.
Okay.
You know, Mount Pleasant was a team that I thought in the preseason, but before we got to our district schedule, I thought Mount Pleasant would be the best test that we were going to see.
Ooh, Ryan, pass out to Jackson Hare, and he is lit up as soon as he's caught it. Poteet trying to get a little momentum in this one.
I mean, the juice is definitely on their side. You know, try to run a screen pass to Jackson Hare, not blocked very well. Look, I know we think he's Superman, but three guys honing in on him as he's catching the ball, that's a tough ask.
So this is going to be 3rd and 12 from the 47. I think probably 4-down territory if you can cut it in half here maybe.
Totally agree with you.
And I think you have a lot of options.
And I 10 times agree with you because Coach Faircloth loves to go for it on 4th down.
And I love that about
him. Oh,
him.
yeah. I mean, why not?
Rolling out. He's got Jamorian. Jamorian's got it. We won't
I guess
find
we'll never
out.
know.
Yeah. To quote a certain artist, I guess we'll never know.
Like the progression here. You got Quinn Harris in the flat. Poteet, they're definitely keying in on Quinn Harris there into the flat, thinking, okay, they might go for it on 4th down if they complete that, but no need. Jamorian Jeffrey finds the slot for the 1st down.
Now another give to Dobbs and Martin, and a nice gain on 1st down. Gain of about 8. I know we've said it a million times through 2 scrimmages, and, well, we've got a man down on the field. We'll be right back.
Hey, Sulphur Springs. I'm Natalie White, and this is my niece, Hannah. My husband and Hannah's dad founded Roper & White right here in our hometown because we love this community.
And because we are big fans of Sulphur Springs Wildcats.
We are investing in our athletes by joining the SS All Sports Booster Club, and you can too. When you become a Booster Club member or shop the store inside the Prim, you are not only investing in our current athletes, but our future ones too. From all of us at Roper & White,
go Wildcats!
First time out of the night from the Wildcats. 2nd and 2. 8:40 left here in the first half. That clocks are rolling. The clock has gone from 8:40 to 8:25. And now Dobbs and Martin. Dobbs and Martin, 29 yards out. Three touchdowns in the scrimmages. Said, let me get my first one for realsies. Let's get that first actual one.
And Tyler, we might have a official touchdown race this year. You got Deuce with 1, Jackson with 1, and Dobson with 1. Look at that stiff arm. Can you run that one more time, Corey? You know, kind of in this region right here. Check out this stiff arm. Boom. Good snap, good hold, good kick.
Wildcats.
There we go. Hey, it's the
lead.
first game for everybody, Tyler.
It is.
First game for everybody.
28-6, 8-18 left in the first half.
So y'all really only sell nuts and bolts?
No.
Oh yeah, a lot more nuts and bolts.
And it was a 29-yard touchdown rush for his first career one on varsity. Dobbs and Martin, we knew there were going to be a bunch of them. I like what you alluded to. We might have a little bit of a touchdown race this season.
Yeah, definitely a pleasant surprise. If you didn't watch any of the scrimmages, Dobbs and Martin, he's going to be a household name this season. I mean, I think that's the first of many.
Dude, you know what we should have done? We still have time. I think one game into the season doesn't matter that much, but I'm trying to think of how many rushing touchdowns we had last season. I believe Deuce had right at 20 and Jackson had 13. We should make a prediction on how many rushing
touchdowns
the Wildcats have as a team this season.
Oh, we're going to kind of pooch that one.
Ryan, real quick. We do have a late flag.
I was going to say, surely he fair caught that. That's got to be a penalty.
My hot take that I don't think is a hot take, I think they'll have more than 40. I think they'll have more than 40 as a team.
If you factor in that, I would say it's a pretty safe bet we're going to have considerably less passing touchdowns.
Yes.
We had a ton last year.
It would appear so.
Yeah, and so I think you could almost replace 60% of those, 70% of those, and move those to the rushing category.
Yeah, and off the top of my head, I've already counted 33 at least from last year. Yeah, I think it's going to be more.
Passing touchdowns?
Rushing. Sorry.
Rushing touchdowns, okay. Oh.
Yeah, I think it's not only going to be, it could be closer to 50.
So we have 3 tonight, and we're going to, I predict we have 3 more.
I think that's a safe bet, yeah.
I think you could get close to 50, to be honest.
I do as well. So now we're going to start this one from the 45, it looks like.
Tyler, a couple of other score updates. Lake Dallas 14-0 over Denton, and Paris 14-7 over Sanger.
Wait, Paris is up?
Paris is up.
They were an underdog in that one.
Paris is up. So a couple of district opponents in that one.
Nice run on first down there. Ryan, I meant to mention that in the pregame show as well. I will tell you what the Dave Campbell predictions were for all the games in the district. Salina, the number 1 team in the state, obviously, was just a 3-point favorite versus Belleville. They're number 6 in 4A-D2. But like I said, Paris was a 7-point underdog in their game. Aubrey was a 13-point underdog.
Man, not to look ahead, and that is a big hit.
And it is. Trying to see who all was in on that one. Zay Godbold, it looks like.
It's like Blaine Allen also in the action.
Blaine Allen's been having
I was
going to
say, that's the second or third time that I've pointed out Blaine Allen. Yeah, sure enough, Blaine Allen.
Yeah, he almost recreated the Alex King sack from last year. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Anyways, what I was saying, not to look ahead, but, man, I am sure excited about our district this year, and just those are going to be a lot of fun games. Aubrey, Salina, playing Frisco Panther Creek at the Star. I mean, you've got some really neat stuff this year.
Yeah, and the fact both Salina and Panther Creek are on the road.
Yeah, Salina, that's a beautiful football stadium. Dropping
way back and letting that thing fly. Incomplete. And that's a bummer for Poteet fans.
Yeah, he absolutely let that one out there. I hope Gio's okay. I think he just got tripped up. Maybe sometimes you'll see that the receiver and the defender, they'll kind of hit feet, and it'll trip one of them up. And I'm hoping that's what happened to Gio there. But that could have been a big play for the Pirates. Quarterback has got a cannon.
He does.
I mean,
the way he dropped back like that, I assumed like a little halfback screen.
No, I mean that was easy 45 yards, 50 yards in the air. Oh, and Grayson Harding nearly with his second special teams heroics of the day.
So that one Going to be fair caught. We'll see where they start this drive. But first, I want to give a big shout out to our friends over at Landers Creek. They're passionate about providing top quality apparel and gear for outdoor enthusiasts, hunters, fishermen, and self-reliant individuals. Their products are carefully selected to ensure durability, performance, and reliability, helping you thrive in every adventure. Visit them at 218 Main Street in Sulphur Springs or check them out online at shoplanderscreek.com. Wildcats taking over their only 4th offensive drive of the night and already have 28 points. 6:49 left here in the first half. Wildcats will have 2 timeouts, I believe. Mesquite Poteet's already used all 3. Jackson Hare going to start this drive off. And the Poteet rush defense, like you said, has really, the last couple drives, been improved.
Yeah, and, you gave up the touchdown to Dobson Martin there, but I think as a whole they're starting to figure it out a little better. It's not quite 9 yards every carry like the game opened up with.
Yeah, I think having a much better second quarter, it looks like. I believe Brody Dodd checking in over there.
Still waiting for the first Quinn Harris catch of the night.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see it on that 3rd and 4 or 5 or whatever it was, but one out to Jamorian. It's caught. Gain of a few, and it's going to make 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 4 at the midway point of the second quarter.
It's just got to be so relaxing to know that 3rd and 4 here, you've got every play you want at your disposal. I mean, you can run it with all the confidence in the world right here. You don't have to put it in the air if you don't want to. But when you have an offensive line like we do, I mean, you can run the ball at any point.
An exaggeration at all. I think every play in your playbook is available on 3rd and 4. Deuce keep it himself and got another first down there.
I don't know that was quite the Deuce package, but it kind of gave Deuce package vibes.
Yeah, I was going to say it felt somewhere in between that and the QB draw from earlier.
Yeah, and we saw a couple of snaps in the scrimmage against Kaufman. They would actually bring Vincent, who's the left tackle. They would put him kind of as an overload right tackle, put a tight end on this left side. So kind of a funky formation. Give the defense an interesting look.
And if I'm not mistaken, we did see that some last year, maybe?
I think so, like tackle over. Yeah, I think so.
So now 1st and 10 from the 31. Jackson Virgil in motion. So give to Jackson Hare. Ryan, it's funny this year on every single every single handoff, I'm having to really wait a second until I see that number for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, Deuce, he needs to put a lot of effort in carrying out that fake. That was something that to bring Coach Young up again, like we had Coach Young's keys to victory. Man, he was so hard on me to carry out that fake, because even if I get one backer to be a half step slow, you've got running backs with speed. That half step might be 7, 8, 9 yards just by getting them to kind of commit to you.
2nd and 7. Deuce finally taking off to run. Gain of a few there. That's a very hard-fought 2-yard gain.
Yeah, it was.
That's something that we mentioned, I think, kind of pregame of the second scrimmage, though. When Deuce has been running this year outside of the designed runs, he does a really good job of not, like, making that his first option. Like, he goes through all of his reads, I feel like, before taking off to run.
Absolutely.
So now 3rd and 5. 4:20 left here in the first half.
Tyler, he took a pretty big hit there, kind of having to work back inside. It seemed like the defensive tackle for Poteet was able to get him there.
And I think we're going to get our second timeout of the night from the Wildcats. 4:04 left in the first half.
Yeah, we make buying a car actually easy.
Wait, like easy?
Fast approvals, no pressure sales, and transparent pricing.
Transparent pricing? This has to be a trick.
No tricks, and yes, no dealer add-ons.
Like no add-ons?
You heard me. No dealer add-ons.
J. Hodge does not miss!
Okay. 4:04 left here in the first half. Wildcats will have a 3rd and 5 before they do. I want to tell you that getting braces can feel a little overwhelming, but at Ochoa Coleman Orthodontics, they believe it doesn't have to be. From your very first visit, their goal is to make you feel at home, because a great smile starts with a great experience, and they're proud to be the place where that journey feels easy. Visit their website, smilesmadeforlife.com, for more information or to book a consultation. 3rd and 5. Wildcats down to their final timeout. POTEET has been out of timeout since this quarter started. Deuce rolling out, finds Jackson. It is complete, and the Mesquite Poteet defense has done a very good job. You know, he's the king of not going down on the first contact, but
no question. I think they've done as good of a job as any team we've seen in the last 12 months at stopping Jackson.
Ron, we have another player on the field. Let's send it to commercial real quick.
In East Texas, we don't just build concrete. We build the paths your kids ride down, the driveways where first steps turn into first cars. For almost 80 years, Bell Concrete has laid the foundation for homes, families, and futures. Right here at home, Bell Concrete, built to last, built on trust, built for East Texas.
Looking for new furniture without the big price tag? D&B Furniture has everything from living room sets to appliances at prices you'll love. With easy in-house financing, affordable down payments, and flexible terms, you can take it home today and pay over time. We even deliver locally to you, free of charge. D&B Furniture, serving East Texas since 1991. Stop by and browse our showroom or give us a call today, 903-885-7396.
Wildcats had a man on the field. He is being helped off now. But the way he's landed, it looks really like a foot or an ankle kind of thing maybe, but obviously hope he's okay. That brings up a 4th and 3, and the Wildcats are bringing the punt team out here from the 38.
I'm good with this because, you know, Poteet's got a little bit of momentum. If you weren't able to get it, they score. They do start the second half with the ball, kind of double dip you and make this a one-score game. So I'm perfectly okay with punting this off, and who knows, maybe you get a 3 and out. You got some time to go score for yourself, but I love the punt call here.
I agree, especially with your defense. I trust them to, you know, if you can punt it and get them down there on the 20 or 30. So Jackson Hare can't field the punt, but it doesn't matter. He's got the first down, I believe, Ryan. If it's anything like it's been in the past.
That is that went from a nightmare, terrible special teams play to one that we will talk about all season. And remember that time that Jackson Hare fumbled and then went and got the first down? I guess that is a huge benefit to having your best ball carrier as your punter.
It is, and it's a first down, Ryan.
Wow.
That is huge.
Just like we drew it up.
Just like you drew it up. So the drive will continue. Wildcats have a new set of downs from the 41 and 3:36 left. And just one timeout remaining for the Wildcats. I wouldn't be surprised, you know, kind of take your time getting the ball up the field, but.
And I think props to Jackson there for realizing, hey, I'm probably not going to be able to get this punt off, so I got to go get it.
100%. That one. Pass out to Brody Dodd. He's got the first down. Great play. It's going to be his first catch of the season, the junior, Brody Dodd.
First career varsity catch?
Yes, I believe so.
Sweet. Yeah, a couple of those tonight.
Yes, I don't remember seeing much of him during the scrimmages, but I had told you before that first one, he had looked really impressive the first couple weeks at camp.
Well, you've had lots of firsts. I mean, Jackson Virgil, Brody Dodd, Dobson Martin.
Yeah, for as many returning players as you had, again, most of them were defensively, but it's a nice mix here. So now right at about 3 minutes left here in the half. First down, another get to Jackson Hare, and the.
I'm telling you, I know it seems crazy that we're talking about it so much, but from a yards per carry standpoint, I think Mesquite Poteet has done as good of a job as anyone we've seen in the last year.
I was going to say, I think you would have to go back to the, Salina game.
Yeah.
And we both said
which is interesting because we've scored 28 points. So I don't know what that is. We've obviously had some big plays, but they're at least bottling him up somewhat.
I agree.
Now, they haven't had an answer for this.
And
Deuce's yards per carry is significantly higher.
Few do.
Yeah, right. That's you can't stop everything. If you're going to be all in, 8 guys in the box, the outside runs with the quarterback from an athletic quarterback, mind you,
yes.
That's going to be a tall task.
I think pretty much everyone is going to struggle with that this year.
Tyler, you definitely nailed the urgency of getting the next play off. I mean, we're playing fast because we don't have 3 timeouts, but we're also not running around with our hair on fire.
You're actually about to get an extra one. Deuce Timmons to the end zone. Jamorian Jeffrey. He's got it.
Oh, my.
Jamorian Jeffrey. His first touchdown of the season is a fun one.
You know, I really thought it was perfect coverage by the Poteet defender. Wouldn't have been mad at all with an incomplete pass. Great throw and a stellar catch. I mean, he's draped all over him.
Draped up and dripped out. Know what I'm talking about?
So the first passing touchdown of the season.
Yeah.
Deuce to Jamorian.
And you know how bad I am at jinxing things? Only I could jinx the 2-minute warning. What was that about?
Yeah, no, we're not even going to get to use it.
That was
our
wild.
first 2-minute warning of the season.
But because I said something.
And it's not happening.
Looking for new furniture without the big price tag? D&B Furniture has everything from living room sets to appliances at prices you'll love. With easy in-house financing, affordable down payments, and flexible terms, you can take it home today and pay over time. We even deliver locally to you, free of charge. D&B Furniture, serving East Texas since 1991. Stop by and browse our showroom or give us a call today, 903-885-7396.
Struggling with night sweats, mood swings, low energy, and everything in between? Being a woman isn't always easy, but it doesn't have to feel this hard. At Graceful Health and Wellness, we offer personalized treatment plans to help balance your hormones and support your overall health. Hi, I'm Jordan Potts, family nurse practitioner and certified through the Menopause Society. Whether you're managing menopause symptoms or just want to feel like yourself again, we're here to help you regain energy, confidence, and control. Let's redefine what it means to thrive through every stage of womanhood. Visit gracefulhealthandwellness.com to start your journey to vibrant health today.
The 24th career touchdown for Deuce Timmons and the second career touchdown from Jamorian Jeffrey. And you're going to be hard-pressed to find too many more impressive touchdown catches this season. I say that. We've already seen some incredible ones through 2 scrimmages and half a game, but real quick, we'll do our second D&B Loans in-game recap real quick. It's been a much less action-packed second quarter than it was first quarter. Dobbs and Martin did start the second quarter with a 29-yard rushing touchdown to make it 28-6, and then the Wildcats have forced a punt. And then immediately, Jamorian Jeffrey with a touchdown catch there. Do you know what the yardage was on that?
Oh, maybe 35.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah, that does sound about right. Because we hadn't made it to the Bell Concrete red zone just yet.
And another pooch kick, Tyler. That one's going to bounce.
Yeah, Corey, if you don't mind, pull that up on the replay so we can see what the and just to watch the play again.
31.
Let's watch it one more time.
3-step drop, post route.
Ugh.
Really phenomenal catch, though, because it's great coverage.
And if I'm not mistaken, it was a little homage to the late, great Kyron Lacey with the touchdown celebration over there.
There you go.
Any chance to say go Tigers, you know?
Go Tigers.
Ty Holt said in the comments earlier, he thinks LSU's getting their first Game 1 win this year. It's the first time since 2019. I hope so, man.
I am fired up for tomorrow's slate. As good of a Week 1 slate as we've had ever.
Ever. Yeah.
I mean, it's phenomenal.
It's now 1:57 left. Cowboy Truth bringing them down pretty quickly there.
So with 2 timeouts here, I think
zero
you let that one go.
Yeah, sorry.
For us. I think you let that one go, and then if Poteet snaps it pretty quick here, you get another stop, I'd go ahead and burn it.
Yeah,
Faircloth,
I agree.
Faircloth might be very content with 35 in the first half, and as he should be. I'm just saying, if you didn't want to, you don't get to take the timeouts with you.
To take a page out of your book, I'll quote the great Ron Humphreys. There's no wrong answers.
Right. No wrong answers here. No wrong answers. I do know this, though. If I had the opportunity to make Poteet punt it,
yes.
You know what I always say, make the high school kid complete a special teams play.
Well, it's already resulted in a touchdown for you once tonight.
We'll see if he does it. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Let's not get greedy. It's 35-6.
Well, it is 3rd and 6 still. If you get the stop on 3rd and 6, maybe you do. But the difference in the play clock, there would be about 30 seconds left. So
I
do
like making them have to snap one. I mean, as we've already seen one go over the punter's head into the end zone, I wouldn't mind that.
See, Bam Jackson in the comments. Shout out to
And now, if I'm Poteet, I probably just let this completely run out.
There was the snap you'd mentioned. They get a good bit of it there, but it's going to be 4th and about 2. We'll see if Coach Faircloth does use the timeout or not. And it looks like he might be content to just take that to the half. I think he is. So, with a score of 35-6, your Wildcats will lead at the half and will get our first halftime show of the year. And because we're on the road, we'll see the Wildcat Band immediately. So let's step out of the way. But first, I want to make sure that you know, as always, the halftime show is brought to you by the team of world-class orthopedics and sports medicine specialists at CHRISTUS Mother Frances Hospital in Sulphur Springs, where they are experts at caring for bones, joints, and muscles. In addition to treatment, they also provide special programs designed to keep you in optimal shape and improve athletic performance. So whether you're a student athlete or a weekend warrior, they'll keep you at the top of your game. Again, Wildcats leading 35-6. We're going to step out of the way for the Wildcats Band and the Blue Blazes, and then we'll be back for the CHRISTUS halftime show after that.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, CHRISTUS Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to ride, and life to live. CHRISTUS Health. Your health. Your life. Our purpose.
Jaylee Johnson and Abby Noguera. Senior Lieutenant Irma Moreno. Co-captain Carol Fagan. And leading the Blazers onto the field tonight, Captain Emma Palacios. The Blazers want to send a special shout out to their Boys of the Week, Serenity Hill, along with their Spirit Girl of the Week, Jennifer Rodriguez, and this week's Spotlight teacher, Mrs. Danielle Poole. The Blue Blazers can't thank their sponsors enough for their ongoing support this year. Sponsors include Corner Grub House, RGW Hauling, J&E Dover and Moulton, Nottingham Dodge, Larry and Sherry Finney, Highway 19 Construction, The Sign Shop, House of Sabo, Bob Evans, Slaughter's Barbecue, Wyatt's Towing. The Blue Blazers are under direction of alumni member Mrs. Meredith Dial. Now join the Blazers as they perform a high key routine to We Built This City.
Ladies and gentlemen, here they come. Man, oh man, and Wildcat Band. The band is being led onto the field by drum majors Kenan Gibson, Rafael Flores, Anthony Small, and Charles McDermott. The Wildcat Band would like to recognize this week's section of the week, the Tubas, this year's Squad champion. This week's band members of the week are Naomi Ramirez and Caleb Sanchez. Tonight, the Wildcat Band is excited to kick off their 2025 season, presenting the first two movements of their UIL competition show, Stained Glass. A musical journey demonstrating the beauty and artistry of these beautiful windows and what they represent. Tonight's soloists are junior Caitlin Harvey, sophomore Charlie Connector, and senior JC Barnett. The band would like to start tonight by thanking our amazing band boosters and all of their support throughout summer band practices. Sit back and enjoy the Sulphur Springs Wildcat Band and Stained Glass. Silver Springs High School Wildcat Band. Directors for the band are Spencer Emmerich, Allison Martinez, Cody Brown, Zachary Griffin, Brittany Robinack, Steve Proctor, Connor Dawes, and Marshall Owen. Follow the band next week in their home opener at Prim Stadium. Go Wildcats! 1, 2.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, CHRISTUS Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to ride, and life to live. CHRISTUS Health. Your health. Your life. Our purpose.
I'm Erin Neal, the principal agent and owner of Hamby Insurance. I am passionate about serving the local community and the surrounding areas. My goal is to take the hassle out of buying insurance. I want to educate you on what you're buying and help you make an informed decision. Whether it's personal or commercial insurance, my team and I will be here every step of the way to make sure you are getting the satisfaction you need and the coverage you deserve. My promise to you is that we will never hard sell you insurance, use slick sales techniques, or pressure you into making a decision that you're not comfortable with. Call us today at 972-285-0381 to find the best coverage to fit your need. My commitment is to give you unparalleled service, and remember, Hamby helps.
In East Texas, we take care of our own, and at Amethyst, that's exactly what we do. We're not just nurses and therapists, we're neighbors, friends, and part of your story. Because home health should feel like home, and nobody knows home like your hometown team.
It's not just about banking. It's about the moments we help make possible. At Alliance Bank, we're proud to stand behind the people and the businesses that make East Texas home. Whether it's starting a business, buying your first house, or supporting the next generation, we're here right beside you.
Everybody, we got customers! Clayton Home, we got customers! Hi, welcome to Clayton Home.
Oh, hi.
What are y'all looking for today?
We're in the market for a house.
Okay, fine. We'll see who can really sell this house.
Hello? Hey, even the roof's really durable.
Okay, we'll take it.
You will? Awesome.
Thank you.
I swear when I serve, now I be surfing swag. I'm on hypnotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm swag. I'm clean like this detergent.
Hi, is my prescription ready?
Oh my gosh, yes, I'm so sorry. What was your name?
From Friday Night Lights to everyday life, Cody Drug is here for you.
Physical therapy is more than treatment, it's a partnership in healing. After years in the field, we wanted to create something personal.
East Texas Physical Therapy was built with one mission: to bring hands-on individualized care to our communities.
From sports injuries to post-op recovery, in the home or water, every patient gets the treatment they need and the care they deserve.
Here, you're not just a number, you're part of our family.
It's care that feels like home because for us, it is.
East Texas Physical Therapy, healing with heart right here at home.
Ryan, it's a packed house here tonight. This place is electric. You've got sports on the big screen, the best salad bar in town. I mean, what more can you ask for? Truly, the best place to spend a Friday night. Ryan, what you got?
Tyler, it's important to start fast, and I don't think there's any better way to start than rolls and cinnamon butter. Tyler, number 2, I got 2 words: shrimp bombs. We got to go 1-0. And by 1-0, I mean you got to order the ribeye sandwich.
Quarter Grub House, making championship plays with each plate.
And delivering wins one bite at a time.
This is Katie. Katie has closed over $50 million in sales across 200-plus transactions, from $8,000 lots to $1 million homes. These are Katie's buyers. This is the home Katie is selling. Katie is committed to serving every client with care, expertise, and results. Katie is your hometown realtor.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are live from Mesquite Memorial, where the Wildcats are leading 35-6. Ryan, so far I'll update you real quick on how we got here. Touchdown-wise, we had 3 rushing touchdowns in a row to get started. Deuce Timmons had a QB keep. Jackson Hare had a short touchdown run. Dobson Martin had a 29-yard touchdown rush. Don't forget we had a defensive score on the bad snap on the punt. And then a nice 31-yard touchdown catch from Jamorian Jeffrey to make it 35. Mesquite Poteet did have a nice QB keep for a touchdown, but that's how we've gotten to 35-6. What are your thoughts so far on the first half?
I mean, you look at the score, and obviously it was total domination for Sulphur Springs. But, I don't think it was a perfect half, and that's me being overly critical of a team that I have a lot of high hopes for, a lot of high standards, and it wasn't a perfect half. You weren't going to have a perfect half to open up the season. But, I thought Poteet did some good things, believe it or not. I know the score isn't very telling of that, but I thought they did some good things. They really limited the run game to an extent.
Yes, 100%.
But, yeah, it's going to be a lot. It's a lot to ask for a team, as many ways as Sulphur Springs can do it, and as many guys on defense that just absolutely get after it. It's just a lot to handle.
It is. And you did make a really good point. I feel like the run defense did look a lot better from Mesquite Poteet there. Not to sound too much like a broken record, we keep mentioning this, but with the success, not only with the success the Wildcats have running the ball, but with both the quality and quantity, at least once or twice a game, you're going to see that 65-yard touchdown catch from Quinn Harris. Tonight, it was the 30-yard touchdown catch from Jamorian Jeffrey, but you're going to continue to see that.
How many passes did we complete in the first half?
Ooh.
6?
Maybe not
5?
even, yeah.
Okay, well, one of those was a 40-yard touchdown, 35-yard touchdown, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And just like we keep saying, that is going to happen
if
you commit to stopping the run the way that you have to fully commit if you want to stop it, because it's just so much. It's just a lot.
Real quick, I have my fun facts and stats that I bring to you every game, so I'll update a couple of these. You had mentioned Wildcats winning if they score 21 or more points. You're already up to 35. So you now have scored 21 or more, 25-6 in the Faircloth era. So looking good on that. And in the Faircloth era, they are 21-2 when leading at the half. So I think you can hopefully make that 22-2. But I understand. So it's 23-0 when leading going into the fourth. I understand that when you're leading going into the fourth, when you're leading at the half, you obviously have a great chance to win that game. But 21-2, 23-0, that's a ridiculous level of dominant.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to be leading at the half, or you know what I mean? I mean, there's a team that's going to outplay the other team at the half, and so I think it's definitely a good stat to be way lopsided, because you don't want to be known as a team that, well, they can't finish. They get to the fourth and can't finish, and so you want to be on the right side of that number for sure. Way close to almost 100%.
I'm trying to do the math. So if you're 21-2 and leading at the half, they're 25-10 in the Faircloth era. So what's that? 4-8 when you're not leading at the half. Okay, so fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah,
I guess that's equally. But yeah, anyway, we have a little over 4 minutes left before we resume. It's hard to say in such a lopsided game like this. I will start by asking this: how much longer do you think we see? You know, it's hard to say all the stars. So let's take a Jackson Hare, someone like that. How much longer do you think we see a Jackson Hare? How about a Deuce Timmons? What do you think?
Quite a bit. Just because, again, it's not like Jackson Hare just absolutely ran all over this defense. And
That's
it's
true.
not like, I mean, at the end of the day, these reps, the scrimmage reps are great. The reps in practice against one of the best defenses in the state is great. But these are real reps. These are, and at the end, I mean, these games matter, and I want to win every single game we play. But we're getting ready for a very tough district slate. And so, no, I think well into the fourth quarter for this very first game.
Oh, I've got a fun comment for us. Someone did ask, do we read the comments? It depends on the game. Sometimes I don't ever get to check the YouTube comments. Sometimes I do get to check them, maybe at halftime.
I would say 35-6 at the half. There's a good chance we probably do get to read the YouTube comments.
Traylon Clayton said that this is the best team we've had since we won state. I agree. We had mentioned that in the pregame show. I think it's on paper or shaping up to be, I think, the best season we've had, but I think the best team as well that we've had since the 08 state team.
I'll answer that question in a couple months.
Yeah,
we've had some good ones.
Okay, let me reword it. I think just at this point in the season, this is the best you've been going into the season.
I can get behind that.
Okay.
I can get behind that.
A thing I wanted to give you credit for earlier, and then again we got kind of caught up going into commercial. I asked you about how much more you see Jackson Hare. You said probably a good bit. You had mentioned in one of the, or I don't even think we had the conversation on air. I think it was after a game had ended and you and I were just talking. But because of how good Dobson Martin is and because of how much usage he's going to get, that is going to make for a much fresher Jackson Hare late in the season. And you had mentioned that. I thought that was a really good point.
Come November, Jackson Hare with 50 less touches is so much better for the Wildcats than you just don't want him to touch the ball 20, 25 times a game. As much as that sounds great, and I think he's our best offensive weapon, you will reap so many benefits with a fresher Jackson come November.
Oh, Ryan. Okay, here come your Wildcats ready for the second half. Before we return, we've got a little over a minute and a half. I'm going to let you cook. I want to answer one more comment because it's my two football interests. Ty Holt, shout out to Ty Holt. I did not know we had the exact same teams and everything, but he said, how far do y'all think LSU will go this year? And also, how far will the Sulphur Springs Wildcats go this year? I'll let you start the conversation here.
If you missed my pregame spiel, I think two things are true tomorrow. I think the LSU Tigers are going to be very good this year. I love Nussmeier. I do think they lose the game against Clemson tomorrow, but I think eventually the LSU Tigers do find their way into the college football playoffs.
I will start again. I'm the LSU fan here, and I'm the eternal pessimist. I do think if they don't make it to both the SEC championship game and the playoffs, I think you have to fire Brian Kelly. I would have fired Brian Kelly before you even hired Brian Kelly, but that's just me. As far as how
you don't like Brian Kelly?
Hate him. How far will the Sulphur Springs Wildcats go? It's hard to say until you see the playoff bracket and everything, but we made it 3 rounds last year. I think we're a better team than we were last year. It depends on when you get matched up with Salina, but one, I think you might can beat Salina this year. I'll say we were predicted to lose in the regional final to Salina. I say they make it to the regional final at least.
I won't make a prediction of what I think we will do. I will say that if this team doesn't at least make it to the 3rd round, I would be disappointed.
Yes, I 1,000% agree with that.
That's my answer to that.
This is too outlandish to say. I was going to say if you don't make it to the regional final, I might be a little disappointed. That's I'll
go
really
3rd round.
unfair
If you don't make it to the 3rd round, then you probably are going to be disappointed.
I agree. Again, thank you so much to everyone who's been hanging out with us, not only all night, but specifically during the CHRISTUS halftime show. We appreciate them and all the great work that they do. Before we resume for the second half, I want to tell you that here at Chad's Media and Front Porch News, we know the love and support that Alliance Bank has for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Stop by and see them on the square or use one of their many convenient drive-through services. You can also visit their website, alliancebank.com, for all your financial and banking needs. I also want to give a big shout out to the good people over at Triple Crown Roofing. They are your local roofing experts with a dedicated team and extensive experience. From repairs to complete roofing systems, they offer competitive prices and free consultation. Specializing in commercial and residential roofing, they provide the highest quality craftsmanship and customer care. Contact Triple Crown Roofing today. Triple Crown Roofing, roofing done right. So it'll be the Wildcats kicking to Mesquite Poteet to get the night started. Again, I'll give you a recap on how the defensive drives have gone so far. Forced a punt to start the night. The second drive forced another punt, but it was actually a bad snap. You scored on it. They finally did allow a touchdown on the third drive, but then forced another punt and then ran out of time. Ryan, you've got some score updates for me, it looks like.
A couple of halftime updates. Lake Dallas is up 28-0 over Denton. Paris 21-7 over Sanger. Salina in a pretty close one, 22-14 over Belleville. Aubrey is down 28-10 at the half to Sunnyvale, and Canton is up over Nevada Community 21-7.
Did you tell me Paris was winning?
Paris is winning.
Nice. Yeah,
yes.
Again, they were underdogs in this one.
And Frisco Panther Creek played last night. They beat Lake Worth 63-0.
Eric Rodriguez. Back deep for the Pirates for season.
And here we go. We'll fill that one from about the 5. Trying to make his way to the outside, and does. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 25 before we see the first drive of the second half. I want to tell you about Josh Bowman. He is your local and trusted insurance agent. With a family of his own, he understands the importance of protecting the ones who matter the most. He also understands that no two families need the same coverage, and that's why he will work with you to customize plans to fit your specific needs. Whether it's home, auto, farm and ranch, commercial, or life insurance, Josh has you covered. Give him a call at 903-348-1527 to see how he can find a plan that fits you and your specific needs. Ryan, I was curious. We keep talking about this might be the best Wildcat defense we've ever seen. What would be another? Do you have another year? I know 2011, I believe. The father.
Ever?
I think the father of Deuce Timmons, Sherrod Timmons, was on that. Shout out to the homie TG.
Before. Or ever or since state? Is that what you're asking?
Since state, yeah.
Because we did have a defense with Damian Lewis and Kwesi Palmer.
Yeah, true.
Which I would say is probably, given that there was an NFL first rounder on that team, I would say that's probably the best defense we've ever had.
Fair. Fair.
But I think this has the potential in the modern era to be the best defense we've ever had.
I don't know who else was on the defense with Keenan Clayton back in the day. I mean, there have obviously been some really good ones.
Caleb Miller on that team?
I think he was a little bit before,
okay,
but I'm not positive on that. 2nd and 4. Is that Blaine Allen again?
That is Blaine Allen.
He's having a night.
Yeah, defensively, he's certainly done a fantastic job in the backfield. And this has been the best play for Poteet tonight, is when the quarterback just gets out and scrambles around. So, I mean, I think they're living and dying by it, but Blaine Allen said no thanks.
He came into the night, if Max Preps are correct, for his career, 19 career tackles, 2 QB hurries. He's more than –
I think he's had 3 tackles for loss tonight.
Dropping back to pass, looking deep. And it's caught. A huge gain all the way up to the 40.
Well, and that's the unfortunate situation where the underthrow actually plays to the offense's.
Yeah, I was going to say it looked like CT was doing a good job in coverage over there.
No, I think he was so even and so well covered that the underthrow it brought the receiver to a position where he could make a play.
We've mentioned it a number of times tonight, but the passing game has been.
Now, Tyler, there's a 15-yard penalty, and I didn't necessarily see what it was
either.
For.
And that brings them all the way up to the 25.
So quickly.
A minute and a half
just
into
outside
this
of the red zone.
Another given first down. Another nice run. Gain of 7. And this is a nice drive to start the second half for Mesquite Poteet.
Yeah, I mean, props to him for, not moping out of the locker room and getting after it. only thing you can do is go score 7.
They're going to try their best. 2nd and 3. And that is enough for the first down, a late flag.
It's going to be unnecessary roughness on Sulphur Springs.
That's going to be, what, half the distance?
Should be, yes. Tyler, while we wait for that to get sorted out, a couple of college football updates for three programs that I can assure we have alumni listeners. Tarleton is headed to overtime against Army. That's a fun one.
That is a fun one.
The Baylor Bears are headed to halftime down 17-10 against Auburn, and Sam Houston just kicked off against UNLV.
What are your Bearcats like this year? I know y'all already played one game.
Yeah, it's going to be a growing year. We lost, I think we lost our 16 top defenders to the portal.
Wow.
Yep, tough new coaching staff. So we'll see. It'll be some growing after a 10-win season and a bowl win. But I'm optimistic.
It was a 10-win season last year?
10-3.
Wow, I did not know that.
New Orleans Bowl champs.
I did not know that. Congrats.
It was a fun year.
Especially being this early into kind of your
first bowl eligible season.
First bowl eligible season, you win 10 games. That's impressive.
Sounds like something I do on the video game.
Great day to be a Wildcat. It does sound like something you do on the video game. Great day to be a Wildcat. Great day to be a Bearcat. Just any kind of cat, I guess.
Just any kind of cat. Bearcat with a K.
I like Bearcat with a K. Blaine Allen again, I believe.
Have a night.
I mean, he might be putting himself into the conversation.
I think that is going to be a common theme because this guy's taken up a lot of the offense's effort. He's got, that's two guys right on truth right there. Blaine Allen completely unblocked.
Yeah, he's taking
makes a tackle.
He's taking advantage of it.
But that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, I said in the pregame that there would be nights where truth didn't necessarily have the best box score night, but the ball knowers know that his impact does not and should not go unnoticed.
3rd and 12, looking for someone towards the end zone, but incomplete. So 4th and 12. I mean, now might be the time to see if they have a kicker. Or are we going for it on 4th and 12?
My favorite what if. Do they have a high school kicker?
It seems like we get to play it about once a week.
Yeah. It appears that we do not have a kicker.
No.
We did miss an extra point earlier, so
you know what?
If that was any indication.
Good point.
Think,
it is 35-6.
I think you might have to go for this.
So 4th and 12.
I'll be honest.
15.
I think right here you're going to see some type of rollout. Maybe it's designed, maybe it's not. But that's been the best play.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's worked.
Zay Godbolt not able to get to him. And that is incomplete. A turnover on downs with 8:36. That was a pretty good run. Real quick, before we return to action again, you may have noticed we've added a new thing into every broadcast. It's the in-game recaps, and those are brought to you by the good people over at D&B Loans, where they simplify the loan process with the best rates and fastest turnarounds in the industry. But that's not all. Their showroom also features top-quality furniture and appliances with fantastic options and free local delivery. Trust D&B Loans for both financial stability and beautiful home essentials. Ryan, obviously 35-6 at the half. One of the things I was going to ask you, scored 68 against them last year. That's the most in the Faircloth era. The most I could find in the Max Preps era was actually 77
against
Corsicana.
Against Corsicana, okay.
Do you think we ever – not tonight necessarily, but –
No, I don't. And it's really it's simply because our bread and butter is going to be running the ball, and you just don't have the time.
Right. I was talking about that with Corey. 77 is – one, obviously a huge ask, but that almost has to be a never-ending back-and-forth shootout.
Well, that's the thing. It's not even just your offense. It's also the other team. So they almost have to score a ton of points.
3 and out. You got to get the ball back immediately.
Well, with our run attack, and especially on a night like tonight, we're going to let the play clock get inside of 10 nearly every snap. So no, I don't see that happening this year.
Jackson Hare.
Do you think he fumbled, Tyler? seems like Sulphur Springs got it back.
Yeah, the lack of emotion.
Yeah, there wasn't any excitement, but I think Quinn Harris hopped on it. Still waiting for his first catch.
I know.
That surprises me.
Well, you know, I picked
Certainly
him
because I picked him as my player to watch.
Yeah, but
that's usually good fortune.
I washed it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Okay.
I'm about to just start picking.
I'll never forget last season I picked Wyatt Watson. First time of the season I picked Wyatt Watson against Aubrey. He has a career day, and he comes up to me after the game. He was like, dude, you got to pick me for player to watch more often.
To show the difference between you and I, as similar as we are in so many things, that same night, I'm not going to name any names, but that same night I picked someone who did not see any action. So that's –
it gives and it takes.
That's the difference in your abilities and mine. I'm about to start predicting like fans or like just not players.
Right.
Those poor kids don't deserve that. 1st and 10 up to the 28 now.
I think Jill Humphreys might have 5 catches tonight, something like that.
And the Poteet defense, again, doing a really good job in the run stop here tonight. It's a loss of 3. It's not something you say very often, Jackson.
Loss of 3, yeah. I'm telling you, and I know 35 points. It sounds like I'm joking here, but I think the Poteet defense has done a good job tonight.
They absolutely
all things
have,
considered,
yeah.
I think they've done a good job.
I would 1,000% agree with that. There's the delayed counter.
Man, the delayed
Jackson
counter.
Hare.
We hadn't seen that in a while.
Is off to the races. Down the sideline. He's still going right. Jackson Hare, but there's a flag way back here.
And that's almost always coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did call holding, and I didn't necessarily see who it was. But oh, how sweet that play was.
Would have been
I feel like we haven't seen that since the Roland days.
Yeah, we ran it a little bit last year, but not near as much. That used to be Malachi Rowland.
Yeah.
That was his bread and butter.
Phenomenal job by Jackson there to slip through the tackler's back. I mean, he had no business getting out of that and going and scoring, but
75 yards out, but that's going to be second and a lot.
That's definitely one that you can still stick on the huddle
highlight
for sure. Reel.
For sure.
We'll edit that flag out.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I had one of those. It's honestly one of the best plays I ever made in high school. Ended up getting called back, but it still made the huddle highlight tape because it was like, all right, hey, that was baller.
We're using that.
We're putting that on there.
I'm trying to see what the. Oh, cool.
I think they might have not reset the play clock there.
And now, much like Tevin Campbell once asked, we're asking, can we talk for a minute? Here we go. 2nd and 16 from the 22.
Tyler, as we have a second here, Tarleton and Army going to double overtime.
Ooh, that's fun.
For my Texan alumni.
And another big stop from the Pirate defense. That time it was Dobbs and Martin. And I mean this in, like, no offense, in the least disrespectful way possible. I was not expecting this run defense tonight.
No, I'm if you told me they had 2 tackles for losses tonight, I would have said
they've got 2 on this drive.
I'm not sure about that.
So 3rd and very long. Still 5:20 left here in the 3rd.
Tyler, of all of our listeners, and I know that there's thousands, which college football program do you think has the most fans, the highest fandom. Not necessarily alum, but just that's their loyalty.
I would assume Texas.
Texas or Texas A&M.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of Aggies in Sulphur Springs.
I think there are. And I'm going completely.
Or even Red Raiders. I feel like there's a lot of those too.
I'm going completely off vibes here, just based on the ones I see and everything.
Yeah.
I would guess Texas by a good margin, but I think A&M is for sure second.
Mm-hmm. And then I would say I'd say the third one would be Texas Tech, and then I'd say Baylor.
Yeah.
And then it probably
Where's
gets
TCU at?
pretty.
Yeah. No TCU love?
That's kind of a random one, honestly.
That punt, not quite making it to midfield.
That was not Jackson Harrod's best punt.
It was not. It was not. I was gonna ask you the same question. You asked me that. What do you think it is?
I would say Texas, and you're probably right with Texas, and I would say A&M's a very close second.
Okay, so you think it's probably closer than I do, is what you're saying. Ron, we've got another player on the field. We'll be right back.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, CHRISTUS Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to ride, and life to live. CHRISTUS Health. Your health. Your life. Our purpose.
Looking for new furniture without the big price tag? D&B Furniture has everything from living room sets to appliances at prices you'll love. With easy in-house financing, affordable down payments, and flexible terms, you can take it home today and pay over time. We even deliver locally to you, free of charge. D&B Furniture, serving East Texas since 1991. Stop by and browse our showroom or give us a call today. 903-885-7396.
So it'll be great field position here for Mesquite Poteet. 4:24 left here in the third quarter, starting at the 42. Play action and a quick pass. Great tackle there from Preston Nottingham. I really like when Mesquite Poteet gets going in the play action quick pass game. They've had a lot of success with that.
Yeah, I think so too. And right there, he actually had the option to give that. He decides to keep it himself, but he's also got a pass option from behind. I think he probably should have just ran. It seemed like Preston Nottingham had the tight end kind of locked up. But
so a gain, okay, right back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10.
There's the Wildcat defense.
Yeah, I see Trey Pinnell in there. I see Justin Strickland as well, I believe.
You feel the theme here with the defense, Tyler. You keep saying a lot of different names.
Yes.
I mean, every drive it seems like another guy is making a big time play.
And I think
it was also Riley Hughes in on that one.
There's Riley Hughes. I said his name
he was,
a million
He was kind
times.
of the scrimmage hero.
Yeah, that first scrimmage against Lindell, he was incredible. Play action. Grayson Hardy almost had his first pick of the season.
And that would have been his second touchdown.
Would have been.
Yeah.
Oh, if you have
was that Grayson Hardy's first career touchdown? Has he had a touchdown?
So he had one.
Oh, Grayson's going to want that one back.
He had one in the scrimmage the other night, but or no, he went down at the one.
He got tackled at the one, but I can't remember if he had a fumble recovery for a touchdown last year.
Now, I halfway think he had a blocked PAT that he took to the house, but I don't know if he's had an actual touchdown in a game.
No, that was Riley Hammond's.
You're right.
Yeah, which was awesome. That was an awesome play.
So 3 and out. That one going out right at the 20. So before we resume action at some point here tonight, hopefully we'll be naming a Way Bible Church Player of the Game. I want to say that they want to extend an invitation to everyone to join them on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. or 10:45 a.m. and also on Wednesday nights at 6:15 p.m. for Next Gen nights, which are for anyone from birth all the way through 12th grade. The Way also offers young adults on the 2nd and 4th Tuesdays of each month. So, so far this quarter we've just – it's been a turnover on downs, punt.
That was a defensive possession or defensive set that really looked like, okay,
yeah,
we're just really dominant.
Mm-hmm. An explosive run
He was
there.
looking for violence there.
And was. Dawson Martin.
What'd you tell me in the preseason?
That Coach
in
Fairclough
quotations
said is a killer.
Is a killer.
Yeah, and I'm seeing it. I
If
think that's
you,
a correct assessment.
If you're describing a young man as a killer,
Yeah.
out of the backfield, that's the guy I want toting the rock.
And we're definitely seeing it. I feel
Killer.
like that looked like a
I love
killer
it.
run. If I were
I cannot stress enough how beneficial it will be
Yes.
in 3 months.
100%.
That we've got a guy that's able to carry the load and take some off of Jackson Harris' shoulders.
Man, again, not to be a broken record, but this run defense, they're not going to let you have 2 in a row. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know how many teams we're going to be able to say that about this year. Salina, Panther Creek, but like how many teams this year are going to be able to consistently keep your yards per as low as they have?
I agree.
Exactly 2 minutes left here in the third, 2nd and 10.
We have Greenville next week, correct? At home?
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. It is homecoming.
That's correct. Yeah, very unique, very early homecoming, but it'll be a lot of fun.
It will be fun.
I think Greenville had Frisco Heritage tonight, if
Okay.
I'm not mistaken.
Deuce. Going to keep it himself. And he's still going. Up past the 50. Deuce Timmons makes another man miss. Deuce Timmons. 69 yards to the crib. That kid is a baller.
That hurt the yards per carry.
It
Tyler.
did.
That hurt. No answer for that. And I think that is right there is a great lesson and a great something just to always remember for Deuce. Yeah, we want to throw the ball. Yeah, I know you can throw the ball. But at the end of the day, don't forget that you're the best athlete on the field.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not there, go make something happen. Go make something happen. You played running back your entire sophomore year. You had 20-something touchdowns.
Mason Cooper have to keep it himself now. Trying to get in there. Just short. So with 1:25 left in the third, Wildcats now lead 41-6.
Sulphur Springs. I'm Natalie White, and this is my niece Hannah. My husband and Hannah's dad founded Roper and White right here in our hometown because we love this community.
And because we are big fans of Sulphur Springs Wildcats.
We are investing in our athletes by joining the SS All Sports Booster Club, and you can too. When you become a Booster Club member or shop the store inside the Prim, you are not only investing in our current athletes, but our future ones too. From all of us at Roper and White,
go Wildcats!
It's not just about banking. It's about the moments we help make possible. At Alliance Bank, we're proud to stand behind the people and the businesses that make East Texas home. Whether it's starting a business, buying your first house, or supporting the next generation, we're here right beside you.
After a 69-yard touchdown rush from Deuce Timmons, Wildcats extend the lead to 41-6. And Ryan, if you ever wonder why Deuce Timmons is the best, if you ever wonder why we stress that he's the best, it's because even bobbleheads tell him yes.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was good.
Appreciate that.
Been saving that one?
No, I literally
Okay.
thought of it during the break.
I love it. I love
somehow
it. I guess
don't
after a
think I've-
69-yard touchdown,
Yeah.
something like that calls for that.
I don't think it's a Wayne bar I somehow never got in there.
I didn't get to fully finish my thought. I was watching the mishap on the PAT, but the moral of the story, Deuce is a phenomenal athlete, and he needs to remember that that's the
Yes.
type of plays that he can make on a weekly basis.
Speaking
So
of,
I love to see it.
Speaking of phenomenal athletes, James Johnson with the big tackle there. And they're going to start this drive at about the 17th. Before they do, I want to give a shout out to Katie Adair with Janet Martin Realty. She is your local real estate expert. Raised right here in Hopkins County and a proud mother to 2 boys, she's deeply invested in our community. As a school board member and active participant in the Mother's Culture Club, she's committed to providing honest and hardworking service to all buyers and sellers. You can find your dream home together and give her a call today.
By the way, Tarleton just beat Army in double OT.
That is huge.
That's awesome.
At Army.
At Army. That's a big win.
A double OT road win at Army to start the year for Tarleton. That's fun.
That's a lot of fun.
1:17 left in the third, starting the drive at the 17. Back to about the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1. I believe that's Lucas Shirley there on the tackle.
Another new name.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been every drive this second half.
And producer Corey, you can back me up on this. I believe it was either Coach Newton or Coach Jeter told us that there are a ton of teams in the state that would be thrilled to have a Lucas Shirley on their team. So nice to get to say his name here tonight.
Just phenomenal depth.
I mean, it is ridiculous how much depth is on this defense. Preston Nottingham with another tackle.
Tyler, you know whose name we have not called tonight, and this is usually a good thing at this position, but Kamorian Jeffrey.
Yes, you're correct.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, no targets his way.
Yeah, I don't think so at all.
Which is normally a good thing for a corner.
Yeah, and I don't know that we've really seen any or many to Gio. I know CT got targeted a couple times, but we haven't really said James until that tackle. Creed, I forgot Creed was even out there.
I know it. I know it.
That is going to be the final play of the third quarter, Ryan. 12 minutes of football left, and your Wildcats lead 41-6.
Ryan, it's a packed house here tonight. This place is electric. You've got sports on the big screen, the best salad bar in town. I mean, what more can you ask for? Truly, the best place to spend a Friday night. Ryan, what you got?
Tyler, it's important to start fast, and I don't think there's any better way to start than rolls and cinnamon butter. Tyler, number 2, I got 2 words: shrimp bombs. We got to go 1-0. And by 1-0, I mean you got to order the ribeye sandwich.
Corner Grub House, making championship plays with each play.
And delivering wins, one bite at a time.
This is Katie. Katie has closed over $50 million in sales across 200+ transactions, from $8,000 lots to $1 million homes. These are Katie's buyers. This is the home Katie is selling. Katie is committed to serving every client with care, expertise, and results. Katie is your hometown realtor.
$12 minutes of action left. It'll be a 3rd and 5, 41-6. Our final in-game recap of the night brought to you by D&B Loans. The third quarter was a quick one. Poteet started with the ball and had a turnover on downs. Wildcats followed with a punt of their own. Then the Wildcats forced a 3-and-out, and then we saw a 69-yard touchdown rush from Deuce Timmons to make it 41-6. And then that brings us to where we are now, a 3rd and 5 from the 22. It's a very quick third quarter. Alex, the intern, brings them down.
Made out better than they should have.
And did. I thought it was about to be
But yeah, the fumble off the snap is never a good start.
That's the second or third one of those we've seen tonight.
Early in the season.
Yeah. Obviously, Jackson was able to turn one into on the punt to a nice game, but
yeah, so a couple of 3-and-outs in a row and another bad snap, Tyler.
Yeah, that one in the end zone.
Pretty impressive to get it off.
That was nice. And all the way to the 35. Yeah. That was a really good punt. Go for it, yeah.
Honestly, I was kind of thinking in my head, just fall down and take the safety. But a nice play.
Real quick, while we have a second, I want to tell everyone to go see our friends at Corner Grub House in their iconic spot on the square. It's the perfect place to spend a Friday night, just like tonight, where you can experience their freshly made comfort dishes and Southern hospitality, all while watching the Sulphur Springs Wildcats on their big screen. And while you're there, be sure to try one of their delicious steaks, which are USDA Black Angus beef.
Did you guys see our commercial? Corner Grub?
I had a lot.
Have we played it tonight?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah, we played
good.
it earlier. I know it's played at least once. I would say we had fun doing that commercial.
I think for our acting debut, I think it went pretty well.
I think
it only
so
took
too.
like 4 takes.
I don't. Well, yeah.
It took 4 takes.
Keyshawn John with, I believe, his first carry of the night, and it's a good one. Gain of 6 or 7. You know, he was the leading rusher on the team last year, yards per carry.
I tell you what, if your third guy running the ball is Keyshawn John, your offense is in a good spot because he's a talented running back.
And is. I definitely agree.
Well, last week, I think it was the final offensive drive
had about a
of the scrimmage.
25-yard touchdown.
Yeah, and before that, he had a 25-yard carry.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, he just kind of took over. Another fumble.
Uh-oh.
You just said that, Tyler. Good job, Deuce.
Able to get to that
Smart play. Don't try to do too much. You just said that, though.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of fumbles tonight, and there sure has. Early in the season, you're just the small things.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to see that now. I mean, there's got to be some stuff to work on.
Yeah, not only I think, super early in the season, but also in a game like this where it's 41-6, it kind of maybe feels like it's dragging on a little bit and maybe a little easier to lose focus, but brings up 3rd and 21 now. This would be a fun one. You mentioned if you can get it to like field goal-ish
QB
range
draw,
just to see.
Maybe. No, we're going to chunk it.
No, he is going
We
to
are
chunk
gonna
it.
chunk it, Tyler.
Looking for Jamorian again. And he's
Oh
got
my
Jamorian
goodness.
again.
Wow.
Second time tonight. Jamorian Jeffrey with a huge touchdown catch.
He said that was so nice, I better catch it twice.
I couldn't tell what that celebration was, but it looked fun.
And props to Coach Faircloth there on the 3rd and 40.
Yeah.
We're going to chunk the rock.
What was that, 49 yards? I think. Check it on the replay.
We got the replay after this,
Yeah.
Corey? Okay. Wow. That was awesome.
Could be a 48-6 Wildcat lead.
So ball's at the 45.
Yeah.
Man, Deuce really let that one go. I mean, he threw it from the 50. Jamorian catches it at the 3, 47 yards in the air. Yeah, right. Exactly. Caught it at the 3 and then caught it at the 1 again.
So a 48-yard, or what did you say, 44?
45, yeah. So
45
Jamorian has 75 yards
in touchdowns
alone.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns. What a night.
Yeah, and I don't think that's the only time we're going to see that this year.
What a night.
Jamorian Jeffrey is a very, very, very talented
And that's
receiver.
that's not the situation that you and I are talking about where you're going to see those big plays because they're stacking the box. That was legitimately 3rd and 25.
Yes, the thing we're talking about is you pick up a couple first downs on the ground.
And they're almost in zero coverage.
Mhm.
That one was, I mean, you could have been in prevent defense.
Mhm.
And, I guess it doesn't matter if you get behind them.
It does not. Great catch there from Jamorian. And a great throw from Deuce.
So is that that's 2 passing touchdowns for Deuce, 2 rushing touchdowns for Deuce?
Yes.
That's quite the QB1 opening act.
And is. He had a great opener last year. Really made a name for himself
He's
on
got
varsity.
Mesquite Poteet's number.
He does.
There's no doubt.
He does. I'm
disappointed he didn't return any kicks tonight.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we've seen the last one of those.
We've been told that will never happen again, unfortunately.
Oh, by the way, I've got a fun update for you. Remember you said we're going to have like a race touchdown-wise. See with the kick first, and then I'll get back to yapping. Oh. See, that's why I stopped yapping for a second there. So we came into tonight, obviously, Jackson Hare as the all-time leader in touchdowns as far as active players go. He had 25 career touchdowns. Deuce Timmons came into the night with 22. They are now tied as the 2 active leaders at 26 touchdowns apiece.
Now, that's a little unfair if you're counting passing touchdowns. Are you counting passing touchdowns?
Yeah, but I also am counting now 4 years of receiving and rushing touchdowns from Jackson Hare.
That's true.
It is unfair.
That's true.
You're correct. It is.
But also, 2 of those touchdowns also count for Jamorian, and they count for Deuce.
Yes.
Whereas if Jackson runs one in, it only counts for him.
Oh, yeah, it's unfair.
It's unfair.
I'm not arguing that, but
It's a good problem to have. I'm glad we're talking about 2 guys with 40 touchdowns accounted for. I'm just giving you a hard time. I got to keep the stat guy on his toes.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we'll watch this first
We're going to
play.
get a new quarterback in for Poteet.
And immediately looking deep.
Wow.
Ooh, unfortunately, he looked just a tiny bit.
Well, that was quite
too
the
deep.
throw
It
from
was.
the backup quarterback.
He aired it out. A stat that I want to keep our eye on for the season. like I said, Jackson Hare came into the night with 25 career touchdowns and a combined 2,321 yards. But if he were to be on pace with the exact same year he had last year, he could eclipse the 4,000-yard mark by the end of his career as a Wildcat. So
wow.
That would be cool. Be a false start there. Someone asked, did the player stats get posted online? On Max Preps tomorrow. You can go to their Max Preps page, and usually they'll be up around the middle of the day or so. I'm excited to see the yardages on some of these guys.
You know what's funny, Tyler? I'm sitting here thinking about just the ways we've scored tonight, the ways the defense has looked. So this half, we're up 13-0, and I feel so much better about what I've seen in the 13-0, 15 minutes of play than I did 35-6, 24 minutes of play.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I know that doesn't make sense, but I just feel like, okay, we're doing things that dominant teams do this half.
I agree
Not that
with
we did in the first half, but I'm being overly critical, and I'm going to be this year. I'm going to challenge this team to exceed my lofty expectations.
Yeah, I think.
Like I said, I've sold this team to anybody who asks.
Oh, anyone who will not even ask. If you'll listen to me.
Right. You've watched football before?
Yeah.
Silver Springs is going to be really good. They're going to be really good.
I'm telling friends
Ryan,
that
I don't care. No,
didn't
but listen,
go here.
Silver Springs is going to be good this year.
I know you don't know, but
you didn't go to Silver Springs and you don't live here? No, but listen, Silver Springs is going to be pretty good.
Your only connection to them is you happen to know me.
and you and I are not that close? Right. Yeah. Yeah.
2nd and 5 now. It's a nice run there. I had a point I was going to make, but I don't. Oh, but no, you and I have mentioned it, I think, maybe during the scrimmages or in our preseason show. But, like, yes, we are now at a point where you and I, as the broadcasters, we're going to be nitpicky because that's where they're at now. You know what I mean? Get things that you would have been overly excited or content with in the past, you might not be anymore. You might be looking for or expecting more. So
totally agree.
And it's incredible that this quickly we arrived at that place. Another first down there for Mesquite Poteet, which it looks like you've still got a majority of starters and big contributors out there. I think in this drive alone we've seen some of them come out. But
yeah, I would not be surprised to see Mason Cooper come out for the Wildcats at quarterback.
Yeah, I think
this next drive.
I think that's a good prediction. I think maybe see more Keyshawn John. Already saw him a little bit this half. And if we do see Mason, I'm excited.
For what it's worth, I think it's a phenomenal idea. Mason showed a lot of promise in the scrimmages.
Oh, yeah.
You never know. You don't want that to ever be a situation where, a kid gets injured or whatever it may be. But football is a long season. It is certainly a marathon and not a sprint. And, in the scrimmages, I thought Mason Cooper, he threw it around really well.
Yes. I was literally in the middle of saying if we do see Mason Cooper, I'm excited to see what that looks like for the passing game because both scrimmages, that Lando one, he comes in and immediately finds Jackson Virgil for a huge touchdown. And I believe had a passing touchdown last week as well.
I think so. I thought he had 2 in the scrimmages.
Yeah. And that's an instance. Nice QB keep there, but a flag in the backfield. That's an instance where, yes, you're up 48-6, and I don't think Coach Faircloth or us are overly interested, in running it up. But I think if you're bringing in your backups or your different guys and getting looks, that's fine.
You still want reps because there is going to come a day this season where you got to rely on one of those guys. It's going to matter. I mean, that's just the nature of football. And so, I'd love to see some of those guys get in.
100%. Bethany Atwood asked who is 90 on Silver Springs. That is Trey Pennell. He's a senior defensive lineman. Looked very, very good.
One that we're really excited about this season.
Looked really good in the 3 or 4 games he got to play in before an injury last year, but he's looked really good all camp. We're big fans of Trey Pennell up here. So it'll be 1st and 20 after a big flag there. 7:05 left to go. You mentioned it earlier, but we'll be at home for the first time next week. I'm excited for that.
Homecoming.
Yes. And obviously tonight we started 30 minutes early, so we'll be back on our normal schedule. You and I will start the pregame show at 7 o'clock for anyone who can't make it in person. I expect some really – I mean, we've had really nice crowds already since we've been broadcasting games, but I'm expecting some big crowds at home this year.
Oh, you'll have a phenomenal crowd starting next week. Number one, the weather. It's already looking like – I mean, we're in August, and it's borderline chilly up here with the window up. And number two, you know, you kind of had an awkward away game to start the season. Dallas traffic started early. Just kind of a weird one, and so I think people will be real eager to get to Gerald Prim next week.
I think
and
so
it's
as
homecoming,
well.
so you've got that draw.
Now, as always, if you can't make it in person, tune in with us. We got you covered. But
that works too.
I wasn't aware of how often this actually happens. We hear people talk about it a little bit, but I think more people come to the game and actually still cut the broadcast on and listen to us than I was aware of. I've had a number of people mention
I think there's
that.
I definitely think that's true. Oh, you know what I'm ready for? I always love getting pictures later in the year at the stew contest across the street, and they'll have their campsite set up with a TV, and they're tuning into Chad's Media. That's always a neat scene.
It's always one of my favorite moments of the season. And I think we're going to be on air on actual Halloween night.
We are, but I don't think that's stew.
No,
I think that's the week before. But I don't know that. I don't know. But we do actually air on Halloween this year, which is fun.
That's big for the two of us, because for anyone that doesn't know, I'm very much a horror nerd. I love those types of things, and I would not have known this about you, but Ryan actually is a big dress up for Halloween guy.
I do like getting after Halloween. Listen, if I'm going to do something.
So, what'd you say, Producer Corey?
Costumes on air?
Costumes on air. We'll see.
I think it's something to think about.
I think
it's
is
something to think about.
Only $4.50 to go in this one. If it is, what are you going to dress up as, buddy? He didn't answer.
I'm all about not giving it away.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't going to.
Yeah.
I honestly thought you were going to get offended that he asked and gave it away, that we might do it, but deep pass. Again, just overthrow him a little bit, so it'll be a turnover on downs with 4.5 minutes to go. Before we resume action, again, just 4.5 minutes left, but we want to give a big shout-out to our friends over at Cody Drug, a local family pharmacy with local values. Since 2010, Cody Drug has been more than just a pharmacy. It's a place where customers always come first. They combine friendly service with modern care. Their compounding pharmacy offers personalized solutions, plus services like vaccinations, MedSync for streamlined prescriptions, home delivery, and more. Visit their website, CodyDrugRx.com. And also, if you enjoy the game day posts you see every Friday morning, you can thank the good people over at Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs, where they're redefining the way homes are built. Discover your dream home with them today. From modern floor plans to customizable design features, they're here to answer all of your questions and guide you through every step of the way. Visit them and explore their wide range of manufactured or modular home options. Your perfect home is waiting for you at Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs, building dreams one home at a time. To give to Keyshawn John on first down, and we will see Mason Cooper take over, it looks like. So we said that it felt a little disrespectful that the Wildcats were only 18-point favorites in this one, and if it holds up, they'll win by 42.
Yeah, I completely honest with you. Anything less than 30 was just lack of information, we'll call it, and that's being generous.
Yeah.
I was being nice when I think you and I usually text in the week, and you get me to make my prediction. I think I told you 28, and I was being very.
Yeah, we did it actually live on air during the scrimmage last week,
okay.
And yeah, we were doing that. We were both being pretty conservative because we know that's how it usually goes.
I think I said 30 live on air, and then I think when you texted me, I think I changed it to 28.
No, you had 28 on, but
okay.
I said 30.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
but I don't know.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
18 was a little off.
You know, producer Corey gets pretty fired up about maybe the lack of respect. About the lack of respect, maybe.
Oh, man, I do remember last year. It was to the point where it was like, all right, Corey, hey.
Yeah, we
can't control this guy. This guy's unhinged.
That being said, they do have us ranked number 9 to start the season, so I would say they're giving more respect, but. So bring 4th and 9.
Pass was incomplete. Sulphur Springs ball, 4th and 9.
So they'll have to punt one more time here tonight.
This is one where you want to see a good punt. The last punt wasn't
gonna,
our best, so let's go into next week on a high note in the punt game.
Delay a game. .252. Obviously, we still got a few minutes left here in this one, but we'll have to name our Way Bible Church players of the game, so we'll be thinking about that. But I do want to give you the opportunity here, we don't do super long post-game shows or anything, so I'll give you the next kind of 3 minutes to talk about what you saw here tonight. Make it your post-game show. Great punt.
Much better punt.
What would I tweet right now, Ron? What would I tweet?
Good punt. Nice punt. What a punt.
What a punt.
There we go.
But yeah, for the next 2:43, I'll let you post-game show.
I feel really good about it. I mean, we did what we needed to do. I thought we should absolutely dominate POTEET. The score says that we did. And the good news is there's a lot to clean up. I mean, there's some procedural things. There's too many balls on the ground. I think there's a lot to clean up, and tonight went really well overall, and that's great. So that means we can get better. And you're telling me our floor is 48-6,
right?
On the road versus a 5A opponent. I mean,
yeah,
I would say quality opening act.
Trying to do math in my head real quick.
I also liked how many different guys did something. It wasn't just one guy.
Yeah, I'm having kind of we'll discuss during the 2-minute warning and all of those things. But I mean, I don't know that there's a clear and obvious player of the game per se on either side of the ball.
Yeah,
for that matter. But I think what I would say to your point about, as good as it was, the good news being there are still things to clean up and stuff, especially it being the first game of the season and in a blowout. Like I said earlier, I mean, it can get easy to kind of lose focus, to kind of do those things. So.
Oh, no question. And certainly for a group that you did bring back a ton of guys, and so they've played in big games. They've been in big moments, and so this might not seem all that exciting. But that's good, and I appreciate that even in a game that might not seem that exciting, they came and took care of business.
I'm not going to get to do the 2-minute warning either half. What
the clock?
There we go.
There we go.
For the first time this year.
Home clock operator was like, hey, let's get this thing going.
I think they forgot about the 2-minute warning maybe. It felt like it, but. Anyway, again, I just want to give a big shout out and thank you to everyone who hung out with us tonight. Every single one of our advertisers who make all of this possible. If you enjoyed the Chad's Media and Front Porch News broadcast, any of our advertisers you hear us talk about throughout the course of the night, if you get a chance to go to any of their places, any of their stores, tell them thank you, tell them you appreciate it. Also tell them Tyler said thank you, and then we appreciate it. I very much appreciate it. Producer Corey, best producer in the state of Texas. Want to give him a shout out. Shout out to our incredible camera crew as well. Next week at home versus Greenville. Obviously, it's been a whole week looking at them and making predictions and everything, but just off the top of your head, kind of what are you thinking?
A lot of the same.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll just be completely honest.
Oh, never mind.
I think they had a talented quarterback last year. He was a freshman, and he made some plays that I thought impressed us. But at home, homecoming, this defense, our running ability, I don't think it's going to be good. Just being honest.
Yeah, the quarterback was only a freshman last year. I'm trying to figure out or remember what the final score in that one was.
41.
Yeah.
To 6 or 7, I think, actually.
Lucas Shirley was another tackle right there at the line of scrimmage. Again, we'll spend a whole week thinking about that kind of stuff and making actual more educated predictions. But my maybe hot take, my maybe bold statement is I think we got 48. I think we might score more next week than we scored this week.
I'll go similar. I mean, what did I pick tonight? 56-7.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I think it's going to be
49 to 7, 56 to 7. I think that's what we're looking at next week. Tyler, a couple of late score updates. Lake Dallas 35 over Denton 14. Paris is up over Sanger 21 to 7. 3 minutes to play in that one. Salina 36-21 over Belleville. That one's still in the third. Sunnyvale is pulling away from Aubrey 35 to 10, and Canton is up over Community 28 to 7.
There you go. Tell me, I'm sorry, I keep asking every time. What was that Paris score for me?
Paris is up 21 to 7 with 3 minutes to play.
Wow, good for them. They were again 13-point underdogs in that one, which is funny because as much as it seems Dave Campbell might overlook or kind of not quite give Sulphur Springs the respect, it seems like they kind of do the opposite with Paris. But this week they had them as 13-point underdogs, so good for Paris. I mean, it's going to be, I mean, that's an it's the best district, and it might be the best district in 4A Division I. So every single team is going to be good. But I was going to tell you real quick, by the way, it was 8 official drives for the Wildcats offense. And, of course, they 3-and-outed on that last one, but scored on 6 of them. And then they had a defensive touchdown. But is that bad math?
We only had 8 drives tonight? Is that real? Is that right?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, so outside of a 3-and-out, Preston Nottingham almost got to block a punt there. But, yeah, outside of a 3-and-out at the very end with your backups in, you scored on all but one of them. You had to punt, and that was in the second half as well. So it all came in the second half. But only 40 seconds left in this one, so I think we're going to go see Ryan's favorite play in football, where you just go take a knee, and then we're going to have to name a Way Bible Church player of the game. Real quick, why don't I go ahead and tell you about the good people over at the Way Bible Church. Oh, we got a fun new thing we'll have to show everyone. But, yeah, the Way Bible Church, they not only present the player of the game every week, but they want to extend an invitation to everyone to join them on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. or 10:45 a.m., and also on Wednesday nights at 6:15 p.m. for Next Gen Nights, which are for anyone from birth all the way through 12th grade. The Way also offers young adults on the second and fourth Tuesdays of each month. So there's Mason Cooper, takes a snap, takes a knee, and the Wildcats are going to be able to get out of this one with a 48-6 win, starting their season exactly how they wanted to. Ryan, let's send it to the commercial for the Way Bible Church. We'll let them tell you about them, and then we'll name our Way Bible Church players of the game.
Church, we're all about you experiencing life change. Come and find a place to call home with us right here at TWVC, where we want to be your home team. Come join us for any of our Sunday morning services at 9 o'clock and 10:45 every week, or if you need a small group to belong to, we have that place for you as well. We have a place for every age and every stage of life just for you at the Way Bible Church. Let's have a great and amazing season. Let's go Wildcats.
48-6, the final score. Sulphur Springs Wildcats pick up their 26th win of the Coach Faircloth era. Obviously, their first this year, improving to 1-0. It is time for our Way Bible Church players of the game. Ryan, I'll let you start. Who are we going with tonight?
Yeah, I think the first one, pretty obvious. He obviously quite the opening act as QB1, but I think Deuce, 2 touchdowns in the air, 2 touchdowns on the ground, had the long, the 69-yard rushing touchdown. Really played well tonight, and I definitely expect him to do a lot more of the same the rest of the season.
Yeah, I was going to say he had a short touchdown rush, but then he had a 69 touchdown run, and then passing-wise, it was a 31-yard pass and a 45-yard pass, both to Jamorian Jeffrey. So he will also be one of our players of the game tonight, and we have a defensive player as well. I'll let you do the honors, Ryan.
If you were paying attention and you were listening closely, there was one name tonight that we said a lot more than the rest, and that's Blaine Allen.
Allen.
He was super disruptive in the backfield. I think he had at least 2 tackles for loss. I think he had 3 tackles for loss.
Yeah, it may have been more than that.
And so great night for him, and, definitely the defensive player of the game.
Yeah, congratulations, Deuce, Jamorian, Blaine Allen. A great night all around. Wildcats win 48-6. Any final thoughts before we get out of here?
No final thoughts. A lot of good tonight. Got some things to clean up, which is fantastic after week 1. Pumped about next week. Homecoming, Gerald Prim, my favorite place to be. Greenville Lions, a little I-30 rivalry. Let's pack the Prim and let's go 1-0 next week.
Yeah. Oh, one final thought for me. I just want to make sure I get it in again. I want to say happy birthday one more time to our good buddy Alex, the intern, Alex King. Happy birthday. Yeah, great win, 48-6. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. We will be back, like Ryan said, next week. It's homecoming, so come support your Wildcats in person. But if you can't, tune in with us. We got you. Pregame show starting at 7 p.m. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully you'll do it again next week. Thank you to every single one of our advertisers for making all this possible. Shout out to our incredible camera crew. Corey Hankins, the best producer in the state of Texas. My buddy, my favorite person, spend Friday nights with, Ryan Humphreys. I'm Tyler Lennon. We'll see you next week at 7 p.m. Wildcats versus the Greenville Lions.